Hello, everybody. We are back, and let me say, I've been looking forward to this, honestly. Um, Man, this volume has been really damn good so far. I know the first one, not much happened, but I believe it set the story up pretty well. So now we're going to see what this has all been building up to. That's right. Last time it was talking about some kind of traitor within Trinity, and close. And we were trying to figure out who it was. However, at the end, Mika told us that it was actually Azusa. Is that her name? And I refuse. There's no way. She's got to be a red herring. There's something else going on. I don't want to believe it. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna start. We're gonna find out what's going on, and we'll know if I'm in denial or I called it. The Great Leviathan. Azusa is the traitor? Yeah, whatever. That she is, and I would like you to protect her. Oh, that's right. She did say that, didn't she? What, Mika would want us to protect a traitor? And also, Nagisa does not know that she's here. Is there infighting going on within the Tea Party? And the third Tea Party leader, who wasn't there at the meeting, though they said that's normal, that not all three would gather at the same time usually. I wonder how she plays into this. I guess getting straight to the point doesn't make much sense without all of the details. Nagi's bad habits might be rubbing off on me. That's true. Nagisa doesn't tell us shit. Like a need-to-know basis kind of thing. How about I explain it from the beginning? Yes, please, go ahead. I'm not as good at this kind of thing as Nagi or Seiya are, but I'll give it my best shot. I still don't know if that's how you pronounce Seiya's name. Like, I would just call it Seiya, but I don't know. First is what defines Trinity General School. As I'm sure Nagi told you, our academy's history is built on several factors coming together, factions coming together. As the name would suggest, there are three such factions that comprise its center: Pater, Filius, and Sanctus. However, there were many other smaller factions, such as the Remedial Knights and the Sisterhood. Back then, those factions were just as hostile towards one another as Trinity and Gehenna are today. Okay. So there's a lot of infighting. Conflict was a daily occurrence, growing worse by the day, until finally they all came together and created a peace treaty. And so the first council was held, where it was agreed to end the bloodshed and unite as one academy. Yeah, that does sound familiar. It does, doesn't it? Trinity General School as we know it is born from that first council. There are still traces of those factions even today, but most people would never know it. Over time, history tends to become rather faded. However, there was one academy that chose not to participate in the council. The Arius faction. I say faction, but it's been organized. It's an organized academy, much like our own, for a long time. The two sides. Wait, what? Two sides? Two sides had much in common, but they're driven apart due to differences in how to interpret the ancient scriptures. Oh, so Arius. The two sides are Arius and Trinity? Is that what they're saying? Their academy has also held chapel classes, kept a secret conservative uniform, a strict conservative uniform, and had a strong contempt for Gehenna. But Arius vehemently opposed the union and said that feud ultimately led to conflict. Trinity suppressed Arius following the unification. It simply couldn't withstand the combined might of the new academy. Such stories are commonplace in history. Those who hold great power tend to want to test it, and Arius made for a suitable target. So Mika's painting Trinity as like really draconian. Arius Academy fell into ruin. It was banished from the Trinity District, but rumors say that its doors remain open, hiding somewhere in the underbelly of Kavotos. They've kept the location of their district a secret to avoid Trinity's watchful eye. Even the General Student Council doesn't know where Arius operates from currently. It wouldn't surprise me if those that know the story thought of it as nothing but an urban legend. How could such an academy truly exist? Then again, I think most of our students are completely unaware of the tale. That's the Arius Academy of today, a shadow forgotten to history. And you're saying that's where Azusa is from? Correct. You said the story sounded familiar. As you suspect, the Eden Treaty that Nagi is proposing now is an homage to the First Council. This is a chance for two great academies to reconcile and come together in peace, which sounds good. If it sounds too good to be true, that's because it is. The real objective is to found the Eden Treaty Organization, or ETO. Okay, so what's wrong with this ETO? The Eden Treaty is anything but a peace signing. It's the start of a formal military alliance. Okay, so what's the point? Why are you so against it? Its true purpose is to create a single armed organization using the combined forces of Trinity and Gehenna. Again, who cares? Like, is she saying she doesn't trust? Like, does she think that they're going to wage war on all the other districts? Are Trinity and Gehenna really that bloodthirsty? Is that what she's... I don't understand. These are uncertain times we're living in. The General Student Council president is still missing. Now, from the shadows, rises an overwhelming power. That, yes, okay, I recognize that. And what does Nagi intend to do with it, I wonder? Perhaps attack what remains of the General Student Council and assume control of Kavotos. I don't know. She didn't seem... Well, I guess we haven't really spent much time with Nagisa, but that I don't think so. That doesn't sound right to me. Or does she plan to uproot Millennium and stop its sudden emergence as Kavotos' rising new academy? I don't think so. Like, I can't say what her goal is for certain, but there's one thing I know. Power that immense can easily be used to silence and... Oh, any and all dissenters. Okay. I skipped a word. I was like, what? I do agree it has the potential for abuse. Just as Trinity did to Arius long ago. Okay, she does make a point that Trinity may not have everyone's best interest at heart. Or just like Seiya. Sorry, pretend you didn't hear that. What'd you say? Is Mika implying that Nagisa got rid of Seiya? Has something happened to Seiya? She's ill, just as I told you. Then where is she? Do you really want to know? Telling you had been crossing a line I could never walk back from. So if you betrayed me, I would be completely abandoned. Do you still want to know? Betray you? Yes, but I'm sure it'll be fine. You said you're on my side, didn't you? If someone who said that they went on to betray me, then maybe I wouldn't mind so much. The truth is that Seiya isn't fighting an illness. Her halo is destroyed. So, either I still don't understand what a destroyed halo does. Does that mean that you're dead or that your powers are gone? I'm assuming it means dead. I know, it's too horrible to be true, but it is. And it's been covered up since last year. Seiya was attacked by an unknown assailant. Her illness is nothing but a facade. Seiya is dead. Okay, so it does mean that they're dead. Okay, that's what I thought. It's good that we finally got the answer. And no one knows but the Tea Party. And they're suppressing information so that way there's not a panic among the students. Because if they found out that one of the leaders was assassinated, the population would want answers, and they'd want a scapegoat. They'd want someone to blame for it. Well, it's possible the Sisterhood may be aware. Their intelligence gathering has always been remarkable. Regardless, it is a secret that must be kept hidden. And no one knows who's responsible? There's an ongoing investigation, but it remains a mystery. Seiya held no shortage of confidential information, so I'm sure that it only makes it harder to narrow down the suspects. So there you have it. Personally, I have my own list of suspects, but it wouldn't be wise to share it without knowing for sure. I guess that makes sense. If you start spreading that information out, the real assailants might be aware of it and start interfering. Let's say that the people she suspects is the assassin, then they know that someone's onto him. But if it turns out that she has the wrong suspect, then the assailants know that they could do counter information, misinformation, misdirection. They could start witch hunts. So I can see the merit in keeping this hidden. So let's get back to talking about Shirasu Azusa. I was the one who arranged to have her transferred to Trinity. So Mika arranged to have a traitor planted into Trinity. I can't tell if Mika is just stupid or if she's a mastermind. You did. Uh-huh. I kept it a secret from Nagi. I registered Azusa as a student returning from break after falsifying her documents. You're probably wondering why. Arius still hates us after all. While our students take the privileged environment around them for granted, their students scrape by under impoverished conditions, not knowing what it truly means to receive an education. They stubbornly cling to a grudge from years past and reject the help anyone, including the General Student Council. We would reconcile with Arius if it were up to me. But the hatred for each other is too great, and the misunderstandings too many. It's not a relationship I could ever hope to reconcile on my own. Nagi and Seiya objected to my opinions for political reasons, but I never held it against them. That is the essence of what the Tea Party does. I'm not the best when it comes to policies. Actually, I wish we could all simply get along. If we could only reconcile our misunderstandings over tea like in the past. What I really want is for Azusa to become a symbol of peace. I don't know her very well, but she was supposedly an outstanding student at Arius. I want to foster her potential. Maybe I should have been more honest and tried to convince Nagi through the proper channels, but I had my doubts it was possible. I don't think she would ever have agreed to it. Reconciling with Arius will become impossible if the Eden Treaty is signed. I want to make amends before that happened at any cost. I want to show through Azusa that an Arius student can be happy and accepted at Trinity. But now Nagi has introduced the rumor of there being a traitor attending Trinity. I don't know how she came to that conclusion. Maybe this is all my fault. She became so paranoid that someone was interfering with her plans that she decided to form the Makeup Work Club. Speaking of which, have you figured out why each student was forced to join? It's because Nagi suspects every one of them. Hanako is a little eccentric, but she was an outstanding student with excellent grades. She was given even a candidate to join the Tea Party once. The Sisterhood tried to recruit her as well, but that didn't work out. Oh. She attended a chapel class in nothing but a swimsuit and is dragged out by the sisters. You should have seen the look, the shock on people's faces. Yeah, I could see that. Hanako had so much potential in her first year, but then she began scoring the lowest grades in her class at the start of the second year. Why? Was she doing it on purpose? Yes. She had already made inroads around Trinity and was aware of several academy secrets before her scores began tanking. Okay. It drew Nagi's suspicion. As for Koharu, she's a nice girl that really has nothing to do with politics. Her enrollment into the Makeup Work Club has to do with Hasumi. What about her? Nagi doesn't like there being such a powerful club with someone so influential outside her direct control. Again, Mick is making Trinity sound like giving them more power would be a bad thing. Like she's really selling on this. Sukaru is her insurance policy. Koharu is her hostage? It wouldn't have mattered who it was from in the Justice Task Force. Koharu just happened to have the lowest grades, so she was selected. See, she's a hostage, in other words. and I bet Hasumi is aware of it. One wrong move could lead to expulsion. But what? Are you surprised to hear that Hasumi would be considered a dangerous element? There's one particular incident that may pique your interest in. Tsurugi. Vice President Hasumi, please calm down. What, Hasumi's the one throwing a temper tantrum? How dare they? Pandemonium Society? Gehenna? Do you think they'll get away with this? Get away with what? Listen carefully. This isn't over. Hasumi is the vice president of the Justice Task Force, Trinity's main armed force, and holds Gehenna in contempt. She would obviously oppose the Eden Treaty because it would require an alliance with her greatest enemies. Really? I never got that vibe from Hasumi. Like, I'm sure that the Justice Task Force and the Prefect team probably butt heads a lot, but I can't see them actually hating each other. And finally, there's Hifumi. She's just a sweet, cute, lovable girl, right? Even Nagi adores her. But that's also what landed her right in Nagi's crosshairs. What do you mean? Hifumi was caught sneaking out of the district and visiting suspicious places, such as the prohibited underground black market. That's because she's looking for limited edition merchandise. That's the only reason. There's even intel that connects her to a masked criminal. Okay, no comment. Can you believe that? She seemed like such an innocent girl. How like Nagi to keep her friends close and her enemies closer. Very predictable. There you have it. The whole story of how Nagi's paranoia led to a full-blown conspiracy that a traitor is out to ruin Trinity. Nagi's absolutely certain there must be a traitor in their midst. I know that explanation was a little long-winded, but it's the whole truth. But you said the traitor is really... I did. Think of it this way. How would you define what it means to be a traitor? That is a good point. So what would Nagisa define as a traitor? I guess from the way Mika is talking about her, it would be anyone who is preventing her from seizing power. But Mika's like painting her in like a really bad light. Like, Nagisa's a bitch, but I mean, I don't think she's like this. Nagi's under the assumption that someone's trying to deceive her, and thereby Trinity's Tea Party. She suspects there to be a spy. To be fair, Koharu admitted she's on a secret spy mission, so she's not wrong, she's just looking at the wrong person. In that sense, Azusa, the one whose background is a complete fabrication, is the closest to fitting that description. That's true, Mika, you made her look very suspicious with you bypassing all the appropriate rules. Unlike the others, she truly is a transfer from one of Trinity's enemies, Arius. Yes, but from Mika's perspective, Azusa is like a... what do you call it? A representative? Damn, what's it called? An ambassador. That's what it is. From Mika planned for Azusa to be an ambassador of Arius. And is using her as an experiment to prove that Arius is capable of becoming a, good Trinity student. And if she can prove that, then maybe she can convince Arius to reintegrate with Trinity. I think that's what her plan is. She's now at the eye of a complex political storm and has no idea that it's all my fault. That's why I'm fighting to prevent her expulsion. Or at least, that's what I'm attempting to do by pleading my case to you. I want you to prevent her from being expelled. That is something a sensei can do, right? In other words, you could argue that I'm the real traitor, and I'm the one who's opposing Nagi's Eden Treaty. But since I'm the host, I don't have any real power, and have no means to prevent it. Then again, maybe that's not the truth either. You could just as easily argue that if anyone is betraying Trinity, it would be Nagi. She's attempting to transform Trinity and all the values, harmony, and unity it's enjoyed into something else. She wants to awaken a Leviathan. That's my take on things. Whether you believe or agree with anything I've said is completely up to you. Everything is in your hands now. Whether you'll protect Azusa or weed out the traitor. Whether you'll believe Nagi or myself. That it? Pretty much. I'm responsible for Azusa enrolling in our academy, but this is as much as I can do to help her. Don't tell me you're worried about me, Sensei. Very sweet of you. I may fall for you after all. You don't need to worry about me. I'm much stronger than I appear. Well then, I should be going. I really enjoyed talking with you today. People might start spreading salacious rumors if we spend too much time alone together. Not that I would mind. Until we meet again, Sensei. I went back to the classroom. Everyone was studying in after saying goodbye to Mika. Okay. What do I think? I'll say that I don't trust Mika for a goddamn second. Like, best way to manipulate someone is to give them some truths and then some lies afterwards. So I think some of the things she said is the truth, but she worked way too hard to point the finger at Nagisa. I thought they were friends. Also, we have no proof that Seiya was actually killed. The only person who's mentioned that is Mika, which means her... we can't really verify what she's saying unless we see Seiya for ourselves. I mean, think about it. Chapter 1 was all about pointing all the blame on Azusa. In Chapter 2, it seems like they're pointing all the blame on Nagi. So I think this is going to be another red herring. There's someone else, and I'm not entirely sure who. But Azusa was meeting with that one other person. I don't know. Sisterhood, does that mean that we're going to go meet the nuns? Oh, there you are, Sensei. Sorry I'm late, something came up. Don't worry about it. More importantly, take a look. There are our latest mock exam scores. Oh, nice. How's everyone coming? Azusa's doing great. She's almost there. Koharu. She's making progress. And Hanako has doubled her points since last time. She was 2, then 4, then 8. It was very close. Yes, okay. This time you're right. Yeah, you're doing a lot better. Almost there, Azusa. Hey, she's not the only one who improved. My score went up a lot too. I know, you scored 15 on your last exam, but now you're up to 49. That's the biggest jump out of all of us. Of course I did. I told you I'd been holding back all this time. Yeah, keep it up. Hanako? What's wrong, Fumi? Why so sheepish? I scored a 2 in our first real exam, then I scored a 4 in our first mock exam. Now I've scored an 8. See? I told you. That means I'm steadily doubling my scores each time. At this rate, I just need to take 3 more tests, and I should be passing, no? Well, I suppose so. Technically. Yeah, they're all doing great. That's right. We'll all be above passing sooner than I thought if we keep this up. Except that Nagisa's already said that she's not above fudging the numbers and forcing someone to fail. To be fair, that means that these tests are absolutely worthless. Because if we don't find a traitor to placate Nagi, she's just gonna fail all of them anyway, regardless of how well they actually do. So, you consider that all of this is pointless. I mean, we can't tell that to them. But still. I will not stop until I complete my mission and win those cute things, no matter the cost. You remember the real goal is to avoid failing, right? The rewards were just incentives. That's now my secondary objective. I don't mind completing along the way. Secondary? I mean, I respect it as a fellow Momo's fan. But still. Huh? What was that? Seems we have a visitor. Yeah, but who would come all this way here to visit us? Excuse me? Is it gonna be Mari? Oh, that voice sounds like an intruder. Good thing I've taken measures. What are you talking about? Claymores? I set explosive traps to stop intruders. Azusa, how many did you set? I hope there aren't more. There's nowhere to run. Naturally, I laid traps along an intruder's likely escape route. Azusa? It is Mari. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? May peace and comfort find you today. I'm much more worried about your comfort right now. Wait, I know that uniform. Are you from the Sisterhood? I thought that sounded like you, Mari. Hanako. Here, it's water. Thank you. Phew. That really caught me off guard. What was that just now? Azusa. I'm sorry. I thought it was an enemy ambush. Me? An enemy? So it brings someone from the Sisterhood here. Right, about that. I was told this is where I could find the Makeup Work Club, but I didn't expect to run into Hanako here. It just so happens my grades were terrible. She's really positive. Oh, so they are. You know her? You could say, we're acquainted. If you're not here for me, then what are you here for? Right, of course. I've been looking for Shirasu Azusa. Me? Yes. There's a student you rescued recently that wanted to reach out to expressing her gratitude. Rescued? Gratitude? Yes, Azusa helped a student that was being constantly bullied by her classmates. Apparently she called to the back of a... What? She was called to the back of a scheduled building and harassed on the day in question. Someone was harassing the poor girl? What? These things happen, sadly. You may not hear about it often, but it's because perpetrators intimidate and coerce their victims into silence. That is true. Thank goodness the student came to us asking for advice. She told us you rescued her one day when you just happened to be passing by. She did? I suppose that did happen. I don't enjoy watching gangs prey on the weak. As I understand it, one of the attackers you suppressed retaliated by reporting you to the Justice Task Force, which escalated to you and the task force engaging in a firefight. Koharu. At which point you occupied a tear gas warehouse and held the Justice Task Force off for 3 whole hours. That's how all this started? I never retreat from a fight. I could have defeated at least 3 more of your comrades had I not run out of ammunition. You gotta be kidding me. That student came to us wanting to thank you, but after you couldn't be found at the academy, I ended up having to come here. So that's it. Her gratitude is undeserved. I ended up being captured in the end. I don't think that's what's important. But you shouldn't allow yourself to be bullied. Even if everything is meaningless, that's no reason to give up. Wise words. I'll pass your message on to... People say that you're nothing but a violent ice queen. But that couldn't be further from the truth after all. That's coming across as like a backhanded compliment, Mari. That's so sweet, but I wouldn't say those rumors are completely unfounded. Azusa's rather rough around the edges. Hanako. Mari, I'm glad to see you're doing well. I am, however. I'll show you the way out. Come on, this way. Oh, okay. Why is she trying to get rid of Mari so much? I'll be going now. I'm sorry for interrupting, Sensei. Take care. Hanako's really trying to push her out. Why is that? Is it gonna tell us? No, it's not. The day's studies came to an end soon after that. Listen up, everyone. Tonight is laundry night. Put your uniforms, underwear, socks, and anything else you need to have washed into the basket. Sure, thank you for offering. You want our underwear too? I can wash it myself, thank you very much. But doing all of our laundry at once saves water and detergent. Hanako is being efficient. Fall in line, now. Azusa is too pure for this world. Fine. Here you go. Why, thank you. What about you, Sensei? Anything you need washed? Thanks, but I'm good. Oh, okay. I'm going off to the laundry room then. Everything here should be dry by tomorrow morning. We should be heading to bed. Good night, everyone. Night. Sensei, can I talk to you later? It's about Hanako. Thank you for addressing it. Yes, we can talk. Thought they were going to get away with this. Scot-free. Not a chance. Are you there, Sensei? It's not going to be Hifumi, is it? I knew it. Hi, Sensei. It's me. I knew it. That was a lot easier than I was expecting. You really wanted me to come in, didn't you? Why are you in your swimsuit? Why do you sound so uncomfortable? These are just my pajamas. Of course they are. I'm the one in the wrong for being surprised. Since when does a swimsuit pass for pajamas? You worry too much. Anyway, I have an important reason for coming here. I wanted to talk to you. It's about Azusa. Yeah. I told y'all, Hanako's like super smart. She can tell what's going on. Or at least she can be suspicious of it. Azusa. There's Hifumi. Are you in there, Sensei? It's me. Sorry it took so long. I know I'm here later than last night. That's not going to give any misunderstandings at all. Oh. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I had no idea the two of you were... I mean, how long has this been going on? Wow. Hifumi... She's not even taking offense. She's not even looking to report me. She's just sorry for walking in on us. Oh my god. Hifumi, did you just say you were in Sensei's room last night too? How long has this been going on? I'm sorry. I know it would have been post had I known. I'll come back later, Sensei. Wait, no. I mean, I won't bring the mood down again. So the next time we should talk tomorrow... Wait. So the next time we should talk would be tomorrow, and I... Where do you think you're going? I want to know what's been going on between you two. All the juicy details. Or better yet, a reenactment would do just fine too. Oh my god. Just stop. We eventually managed to clear up the misunderstanding after several more minutes. Thank you. Hifumi yelled at Hanako to go change out of her swimsuit as well. Wait. I just got cheated out of knowing what either one of them wanted to say. This is bullshit. Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Now I get it. You've been coming here to talk to Sensei about our lesson plans. Well, we're lying to Hanako? And you just needed some advice? But why do you keep calling your swimsuit your pajamas? You're talking to a girl who wore a swimsuit to a chapel once. I don't understand why everyone's so uptight about these things. That's true, you're asking the wrong person. Like, what kind of answer are you expecting? Just, right? Like, what is your best case scenario of asking her that question? You said you wanted to talk to me about Azusa? Yes, that's right. It's okay, Fumi. You can listen in too. The thing is, she's gone out the last 2 nights and hasn't returned until almost sunrise. Azusa? I was under the impression that she was simply having trouble sleeping outside of her usual bed at first. I don't think that's it. In fact, I've never actually seen her sleep at all. Really? Come to think of it, neither have I. Azusa's usually the last one asleep, but the first one out of bed. I'm not sure what she's up to, but I'm starting to be concerned that we'll have to step in and force her to get some rest for her own good. That is true, we might have to do that. Didn't she say that she could stay up for 5 days straight? Or was it 7? I think it was just 5. So that means we are running on night 3. I can't help but feel she's anxious about something. It's not my place to pry into her private life, but I think we owe it to her to help. Every girl needs a good night's sleep. I'm afraid she's going to end up collapsing sooner or later. Yes, like I said, 5 days at most. And the same goes for you two. Stop staying up so late and take better care of yourselves. Our club work is important, but it shouldn't take priority over your health. The worst that could happen is the club fails. What's the point of our minds passing if our bodies ultimate fail anyway? See, Hanako's... I think she's got, like, really good intuition. I also think she knows a lot more is going on, and she's just keeping a lot of it to herself. True. It's not that simple. Ifumi? Failing isn't the worst thing that could happen. If we fail the last 2 exams... we'll be expelled. We'll be forced to leave Trinity. Oh, so she's... Is this the first time Hanako's heard of this? Was that supposed to be kept under wraps? Were we supposed to tell him that? Were we told not to? I don't remember. Expelled? What are you talking about? They can't expel you that easily. It's a long and complicated process that needs more valid reasoning than simply your grades. See, she knows, and she's trying to force us into talking about it. She's telling the truth. Sensei? Yeah, I guess we have to tell her the truth at this point, and I think she knew that. She forced us to show her hand. It must be true if that's the case. We're going to be expelled if we don't all pass by the 3rd exam. So I didn't explain that Nagi's going to fail him anyway, like regardless. This arrangement and the collective punishment wouldn't be possible normally, but given Shell's extrajudicial authority is involved, it all makes sense. Does it? I don't think that makes sense at all. And that goes for you too. Didn't your grades used to be at the top of the class? You were earning perfect scores in advanced 3rd year level classes despite being only a 1st year. I found out while looking at last year's tests when I was putting together our mock exams. I'm sorry for invading your privacy. But why? Why did you choose to begin failing this year? If it keeps up, then the rest of us will be... I guess at least we're getting an answer on why she's doing this. You have to forgive me. I never would have imagined that if even one makeup work club member failed, it would all be It's unthinkable. No, I shouldn't have been so naive. I owe each of you an apology for the trouble I've caused. See, she's been failing on purpose. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'm sorry, Hifumi. Hanako, it's fine. I already forgive you. It's as you suspected. I've been intentionally scoring low on my exams. Yes, we all knew that, but why? But why? What would compel you to do something like that? I'm afraid I can't tell you. Just spit it out. I have my reasons, but I don't want you all to suffer because of my bad choices. So you don't have to worry. It ends tonight. I'll pass my exams and keep up the rest of the makeup work club safe. Thank you, Nako. You don't have to thank me, Sensei. If anything, I should be the one making it up to you. If I did a little... No, please, no. We're good. No, you've already done plenty. You taking the exam seriously from now on is more than enough. Oh? I have a question. Are you two the only ones that know about all this? To our knowledge? Yes. I think so. Sensei was the only person I had talked about it until now. If that's the case, then expulsion isn't what's making Azusa anxious. That mystery is still unsolved. That's a good point. Actually, I feel as though the Makeup Work Club's entire founding is even more confusing after what you've told me. See, she's way too smart. She's already piecing this together. I doubt Mika could arrange this. It must have been Nagisa's doing. Hanako's just... She's gigabrain. But why now? Why would she busy herself with doing something like this just days ahead of the Eden Treaty signing? Or is that the exact reason she's doing it? Now I understand. The Makeup Work Club's purpose is to herd any potential threats to the Eden Treaty. Yep. What? It's a very Nagisa-like thing to do. She can be a real convincing witch when she wants to be. That's not the word I'd use, but sure. Close. Did you just call her a witch? Bitch. Bitch. Excuse me. Nagisa is trying to wash out every problematic element at once. We're yesterday's dirty laundry, basically. I think she'd equate it more to a trash bin. Her plans include you too, don't they, Sensei? You probably accepted this job with the good intention of saving failing students, but in reality, you are a pawn for the sake of using Shale's extrajudicial authority. And yet that hasn't stopped you from doing everything you can for us. You truly are a wonderful person, Sensei. And you're more like a detective, Hanako. I'm amazed. When are we getting the Hanako detective outfit? Nagisa told me that she's searching for Trinity's traitor. That's just like Nagisa. So melodramatic. Though I'm sure anyone who disagrees with her plans is a traitor in her mind. That is what I said. That is what I said. You know what? Thinking about it in that context, there is no actual traitor in, as far as Nagisa is concerned. Like, the word traitor to Nagisa is not literal. It is anyone who stands in my way, you're a traitor. I can understand why Azusa would be suspect given her background. So Hanako already knows. I could be off base, but it wouldn't surprise me if Koharu was essentially a hostage from the Justice Task Force. Yep, okay, yeah, I see. But what about you, Hifumi? I thought you were close with Nagisa. I was about to mispronounce her name. I was like, Nagisa. Wait, no, what? That's right. What was I gonna say? Me? Am I really a suspect too? I guess I'd have to be if she placed me here. What did I ever do to fall under suspicion? No comment. We'll have to talk more about Azusa later. I'll see if I can't find out more about what's going on. That'd be great. Please keep us in the loop if you learn anything. Sure thing. So, does this mean I'm officially part of your secret midnight trysts? The three of us, all alone late at night, sharing heart-pounding menage a trois? That's not what's happening. It is pretty late. Let's call it for tonight. In other words, get the fuck out of my room. You're right. We should be getting to bed. Good night. Bathroom. Is that like coming from Sensei's room? What are they still doing up at this hour? Oh no. I'll talk to you tomorrow since... Huh? Eh? What are you doing in Sensei's room? Bye, Sensei. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's night's menage a trois. Oh? A threesome? Lewd. Filthy. Execution! It was the end of yet another day at boot camp. Swimsuit Symposium. Oh, it's a rain day. Nice. I love the rain. Oh, it's already over. It's really coming down. It certainly is. Good morning. Good morning, Kaharu. Morning. It looks like Azusa is the last one to get up early today. Last one to get up early today? What the fuck am I drinking? What happened? She's usually the first one awake. Yeah, that's right. She can only... What? It hadn't been 5 days yet? I think she's been pushing herself too hard these last few days. We should let her sleep a little while longer. No. The cute creatures, so round and fluffy. I mustn't. Someone sounds like they're having a good dream. Nothing like sleeping in on a rainy day. True. Oh my god. Isn't it great when you're laying in bed and you wake up and you hear the rain and you just fall asleep again immediately? That's so nice. The sound of thunder might make it hard though. Uh-oh. What's wrong? The laundry I hung out The laundry I hung out to dry last night, I completely forgot about it. This is bad. 1 hour later. Now then, let's begin the first makeup work club swimsuit symposium. I don't know about this. Why did it have to come to this? Enchanted waters. And perfectly dressed for the occasion, I might add. 40 minutes earlier. Yes, please tell me how we got to this point. That's all of it. They're completely soaked, not to mention muddied. Wait, how did it get muddied? And our only choice is to put all of it through the wash again. How did it get muddied? Even our gym clothes are wet now. They're sticking to me like they're covered in glue. Thank you for that image. That's because you tripped and got all of us soaked. No, this is my fault. I'm the one who offered to do the laundry and then forgot about it. You don't have to blame yourself. We can always redo the laundry and wear something different in the meantime. That's right. First, let's change into something dry and warm. We're going to catch colds if we keep wearing these. And for good measure, let's all take a hot shower together and dry each other's hair afterwards. Is something wrong? I'm out of clean clothes to wear. Huh? So am I. My uniform and gym clothes are soaked, and I don't have a spare change of clothes. You too? Wait. Neither do I. Isn't this a fun turn of events? I'm sure we'll get to study in our bras and panties today, ladies. In your dreams, you perv. We're not gonna do something like that. She has a point. We all have plenty of fresh underwear and can wear socks to help keep us warm. Don't go along with her madness. We can't just wear our underwear to class. Why not? You have no imagination. Not another word. We'll just have to do laundry as quickly as we can and dry some of it with a hairdryer or something. In the meantime, we'll just have to make do with wearing towels, and since they can wait for us down the hall. We can pull off studying for at least a few hours. Why are you so eager to hit the books all of a sudden? I suppose. But we're still going to be stuck in our underwear for a few hours. I'd preferred to have begun studying as soon as possible, but I suppose we can't enter the classroom yet. All we can do is take these off for now. Why are you all so disappointed about not getting to study in your underwear? Do you want to be executed for indecent exposure? I decided to stay in my room until the laundry was done. Good thinking. Good thinking. Oh god. What happened? I think the power went out. Seems like it. It must be because of the thunderstorm. What was that sound? We have a problem. That was the washing machine stopping, and it's locked. What do we do? So that's how we came to the last resort. And Hanako could not be more excited. Sure did. Our only choice is to hold a swimsuit symposium. Excuse me. There must be another way. I guess you're right. We could always have an underwear symposium instead. I wouldn't mind that at all. It will be difficult to hold class under these conditions, not to mention all the building's facilities have shut down due to lightning. Our defenses are wide open. Of course that's the only thing she's caring about. That's all she cares about. Well, this kind of thing happens in old buildings and thunderstorms. Who cares about that? Why are you all going along with this ridiculous symposium anyway? I thought we agreed that we can't have class if we don't have any clothes to wear. Shouldn't we go back to the dorm and rest until the blackout passes? What kind of camp would it be if we passed the opportunity to make memories? This is our chance to share in the most... share the most intimate parts of ourselves. A sudden blackout, driving rain, the mood is perfect. We may as well indulge while we have the chance. You only live once. I'm not denying that making memories is part of a good camp. I see. So that's the purpose of a swimsuit symposium. No, it isn't. There's nothing educational about wearing swimsuits to class. Now. There's no need to raise your voice, Koharu. Let's just go with the flow and have as much fun, or have some fun while we can. Calling it a symposium was just to keep up appearances. We can talk about anything we want. Nothing is off limits. I've always wanted to do something like this. I've never been happier to have joined the Makeup Work Club. Yeah. This is a Hanako episode. I can sympathize. I too am happy to have joined the club. You are? Of course I am. I enjoy getting to study, eat, and even clean and do laundry with all of you. Not a single activity hasn't been enjoyable. Aw, that's so sweet. I've always thought swimsuits were merely meant for swimming, but I'm learning all sorts of other useful applications for them. That sounds more like corruption than enjoyment. But they're comfortable to move around in, and breathable. I can understand why Hanako is so fond of hers. You've finally seen the light. See? I told you, Kaharu. Public indecency is still a crime punishable by death. That's all you need to know. I enjoy studying with you too, Kaharu. Where's this coming from all of a sudden? Don't just blurt out embarrassing things like that. That's even sweeter. Well, of course you should relish the opportunity to study with an elite like myself. I could never get a good read on you when we first met, but it's a relief to hear you've been enjoying yourself. Of course. And I'm especially grateful for how you've always taken care of me, Kafumi. Thank you. Azusa, come give me a hug. Kafumi, I can't breathe. The Makeup Work Club's continued practice pass the time by making small talk. I heard a rare gold maguro? What is that? It's on display at the Trinity Aquarium right now. Some kind of fish, I guess? I saw it oh, wait. I saw it on a pamphlet. That's the one they're calling the fantasy fish, right? Yeah, apparently it was discovered at a nearby beach, and I wanted to go see it for myself, but the admission fee is so high. The beach? Now that you mention it, I've never been there before. You've never been to the beach, Azusa? I also heard that you can hear strange noises coming from that long-abandoned theme park. That can't be true. That's just an urban legend. I've only heard rumors myself, so I can't say for sure. But isn't that how all scary stories go? Yeah, and they're all made up. Huh. I don't find walking around campus or the district in a swimsuit to be strange at all. Of course it is. Do you not have a lick of common sense? That reminds me. I heard from a sister once that somewhere in a lawless area in Kavotos, there's a gang that wears nothing but bikinis and masks. Why would they only wear that? And you just said that they're a gang, so that means that makes them criminals. Of course criminals have no problem committing public indecency. It goes to show how common wearing nothing but a swimsuit is. Why don't you join me next time? No, I don't care what you have in mind. Count me out. You need to start getting better. You need to start getting a better night's sleep, Azusa. I know. I'm sorry for inconveniencing you all by oversleeping this morning. That never happens in a place where I'm uncomfortable. Oh, it's because she's now comfortable around everyone. She's able to sleep a lot easier. Maybe I overslept because I no longer find that to be the case. That doesn't change the fact that you need to get more rest. You need to go on fewer of those late-night patrols of yours. You've been going on patrols? Yes, I've been keeping watch every night. Hanako's been really worried about you. She has? I didn't realize. I'm sorry. To be honest, I use my patrols as an opportunity to do things like set traps and fortify our defenses. Traps? See, I told you guys. I told you guys. I knew it. Defenses? Why would you go to such great lengths? Don't worry, I only set them along the routes intruders would likely take. They shouldn't pose a threat to us as we go about our daily schedules. Then how do you explain what happened to Mari the other day? She was an intruder, you know, to be fair. You should let us know about these things ahead of time. People will suspect you of wrongdoing if you go around doing things like that on your own. I suppose you have a point. I'll be more careful from now on. The last thing I want to do is cause any harm to the club or sensei. See, she's best girl. Good job. Huh? Don't treat me like a child. Besides, that's not how I would describe myself. The truth is that everything is meaningless, and vanity is the way of the world. There will come a day where I'll betray everything I've ever known. All of you, my faith, and my own heart. Oh. The power's back. It's about time. And the rain stopped too. Everything is clear outside. We should restart the laundry and get to drying everything again. I suppose this marks the end of the first Makeup Work Club's swimsuit symposium. That is a tongue twister. Makeup Work Club swimsuit symposium. There we go. And I look forward to the second. Of course. There's not going to be a second. This is the first and last. Everyone decided to take a break after finishing the laundry. And so another day passed. Another day passed without us actually studying, that's right. No, not yet. We can't just let this go, this day go to waste. What? Who are you talking to? Don't distract. Excuse me. Don't just start shouting out of nowhere like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Let's just look at today as an unplanned vacation day. We even got to bond together, buck naked like real sisters. That never happened. Stop revising history. Wouldn't it feel like a waste to go to bed so soon? Don't you want to just seize the night and go out with a bang? What do you have in mind? Isn't it obvious? What kind of camp would this be if we didn't try to sneak out at night at least once? You want to sneak out? Obviously. Let's leave the academy behind and go on a walk together. There are plenty of places in Trinity Shopping District that are open. Excuse me. Open late. Excuse me again. Let's go grab some food and do a little shopping. That would be a violation. I can't do that. You know the school's rules better than I do. But I bet a bunch of students sneak out and go to places they shouldn't. Isn't that right, Hifumi? Who knows? Maybe. But Kaharu's right. We're in the middle of a mandatory boot camp. There could be dire consequences if we were caught sneaking out now. It's not like we could go that far. It's still within the district. We'll be back before you know it. So what do you say, Kaharu? Doesn't that sound fun? I mean, sure it does, but come on. One little walk isn't gonna kill you. Isn't that right, Sensei? I'm enabling her. You're fine with this? I'm dressed and ready. Just give the order when to move. You too, Azusa? When did you get changed? Wait, so she just got changed with us right here? Okay, it's decided. Everyone hurry up and take it off. She needs to work on her phrasing. The Makeup Work Club is going on a late night streaking. Oh my god. We said we were going to walk. Keep your clothes on. And that's how we decided to go on a late night stroll. Of course. Of course shit's gonna go down while we're out. Yeah. Well, here we are. See, isn't this fun? There's nothing like the guilty pleasure of doing something you're not supposed to, mixed with the elation of doing it with others. Phrasing, please. So this is what the district is like at this hour. It's much more vibrant than I expected. That's right. A lot of stores stay open 24 hours a day. That bakery's still open? And that cafe over there. A little further up the road is a Momo Friends merch store that's fully automated. And across the street from that shop only sells collectibles. Well, you sure you know way around the neighborhood? Uh-huh. Ugh. Why did I have to tag along? I'll be in a world of hurt. Man, blah. I'll be in a world of hurt if Hasumi catches me out here. Really? She must be pretty strict with you newbies. I always thought she seemed like a kind girl. That's what I thought too, Nako. That's because she is. Hasumi is kind, intelligent, strong, and carries herself with dignity and grace. Her temper is just as peerless as her other aspects. She doesn't get masked often, but when she does, right? Yeah. There was one time. Even Tsurugi's afraid. God damn. Vice President Hasumi? Please calm down. How dare they? Pandemonium Society. Huh. Mika was saying that Hasumi had issues with Gehenna. Pandemonium Society? Gehenna? Do they think they'll get away with this? Goodness. What caused her to be so upset? She was returning from a meeting with Gehenna's leaders about the Eden Treaty when suddenly... Listen carefully. This isn't over. From this point on, I'll be going on a Of course that's what this is about. It has nothing to do with Gehenna, right? Huh? Did you say diet? Yes, a diet. I'm going to lose weight. From this moment on, if you catch me eating more than 2 meals a day or snacking, you have every right to slap the food out of my hand and give me a piece of your mind. Dieting can be hard if you're doing it by yourself, so that's why I'm allowing you all to keep me accountable. I need your help. What exactly happened in that meeting with Gehenna? That little... She went way over the line. Makoto. So you must be the one they call Trinity's secret weapon. Kinzaki Tsurugi. Pardon? No, You're much more of a woman than I was expecting. Almost offensively so. So, that's how Trinity wants to play it, huh? Trying to break our morale at the start of our first meeting. How shallow. Huh? Iroha, go get Setsuki. I won't allow Trinity to look down upon us. Makoto, this isn't President Tsurugi. This is her vice president, Hasumi. I told you she'll be coming in the documentation I handed you. That's true. There's no point in bringing Tsurugi here because, Tsurugi has 2 modes. Violence and social anxiety. And if you're referring to her bust, then I don't know what good bringing Satsuki here would do. Which one is Satsuki? I don't remember. What? They sent a stand-in? How insulting! Are they mocking us? We've been had. This meeting is nothing more than a ploy. Did they only wish to demoralize us? Their tall heights and large busts? No, this is why I tried to inform you that we're expecting Hasumi. Are you even listening to me? You're not, are you? How dare you underestimate me? Do you think you can intimidate me with your unflatteringly large chest? Oh my god, Makoto, shut the fuck up. You're not making things better, you're making things worse. Please calm down, and please stop mentioning her bust. You're embarrassing the Pandemonium Society. I refuse to surrender to this giantess, Iroha. Iroha? Iroha is what it should be. Prepare you know what. Prepare what now? Giant? I don't know what you're talking about, but I think it's safe to say that the meeting's a failure. I advise we secure an escape route. Huh? Let's see. I heard Hasumi hasn't been eating very well ever since that meeting went south. No wonder she holds a grudge against Gehenna. Okay, so that would mean... I think we just debunked Mika's accusation against the Justice Task Force. Unless Nagisa is also like misunderstanding. If she knew what the real situation was, I don't think she'd suspect the... But then again, there's also the issue that the Justice Task Force didn't answer directly to Nagisa. So maybe that's an issue on its own. And not so much an issue with them being in conflict with Gehenna. I'm worried about her too. Hasumi's a strong person though. She's still keeping the vow she made, even after all she went through. I'm sure she'll be alright. Look, there's another bakery here too. My sweet tooth is starting to get a craving after that story. Should we pop in and see what they have? Oh, the special parfaits that they have are amazing. I don't know... They stayed open 24 hours a day. I've actually never had a parfait, but now I'm getting hungry. Parfait? That sounds perfect. Let's go. Why the rush? I hope no one sees me here. Welcome. Wow. We're really out in the middle of the night getting dessert. This is so exciting. Party of 5? What can I get for you? Do you still have that special parfait on the menu? I'm sorry. We do, but we just sold the final 3 we had tonight to our last customer. What, one person ate 3? Is it Hasumi? Oh, that's too bad. Beat to the punch. I didn't expect such fierce competition at this hour. How naive of me. Oh? Oh my god. Hey, Kaharu. Sensei? Hasumi? Hasumi? Those wouldn't happen to be parfaits you're carrying, are they? Hasumi was in fact holding 3 special parfaits. I didn't expect to run into the Makeup Work Club and Sensei here. Uh-oh. Fancy meeting you here, Hasumi. I'm even more surprised to see you eating 3 parfaits. Aren't you on a diet? Oh my god. She's gonna know Kaharu blabbed. Yes, about that. Let me guess. You had a craving you just couldn't curb, so you came all the way here just for some of your favorite desserts. No. I mean, you gave into your delectable desires, and before you knew it, it was too late. There was no turning back. I can't say I blame you. Sensei, I don't believe the Makeup Work Club is permitted to leave the school grounds during boot camp. So if you'll keep my secret, then I'll keep yours. Extortion. Asumi. How are your studies going, Koharu? Well, her scores keep going up. That's right. That's not a lie. Koharu will be passing in no time at this rate. You don't say. That's good to hear. I told you you could do it. Don't you remember? Please keep studying hard, Koharu. Don't lose sight of your goal. But I don't think I can do it. How am I supposed to cram all of this in and get my grades up? I'm not cut out for this. There's no other choice. It must be done. Forgive me for raising my voice, but the only way you'll be able to stay with us is by passing your exams. If not for me, then do it for Sensei, and all the effort that's been made to help us, okay? Alright, I'll try. I wouldn't want to let you down, Hasumi. And I'm always rooting for you. I look forward to you returning to the Justice Task Force as soon and joining us on our missions. It's a promise. What is that? Encrypted communication? At this hour? Yes, Ichika. What's going on? Oh, Ichika. That's the girl with like her eyes closed all the time. We have a problem, Asumi. What's your location? A problem? Please explain. Students presumed to be from Gehenna are trespassing near the academy. They've opened fire and are attacking Trinity's facilities. What? Why would... There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I don't believe it. It's a false flag operation. I guarantee it. Is the Gehenna Prefect team? So they've played into their... Wait. They've played their hand? Those Pandemonium Society scum? Actually, the Prefect team in Pandemonium Society... Oh, so... From what I understand, Pandemonium Society is like the head student council and does issue orders to the Gehenna Prefect team. But the Gehenna Prefect team keeps Pandemonium Society, is like the checks and balances. They make sure Gehenna Prefect, the Pandemonium Society stops doing stupid shit, which they still do it. So, yeah. Well, the thing is, they must be trying to interfere with the Eden Treaty. What's the size of their forces? How many squadrons? And what facilities have they targeted? Calm down. First of all, it's not the Prefect team. And there are 0 squadrons. There's only 4 of them. Only 4? What? And it's not the Prefect team? Yes. They attacked the facility... Wait. They attacked facility... Jesus. The attacked facility has been confirmed as the nearby aquarium. Oh my god. Okay. I know who this is. Okay. This is going to be my prediction. They mentioned earlier that the aquarium had a gold fish. This was foreshadowing. Sometimes it's subtle, like this. And then, as you progress in the story, you see where everything starts getting tied together. Aquarium. Goldfish. Gehenna. Who would attack the aquarium for a goldfish? I'm going to assume that it's the Gourmet Research Society. Or Gourmet Research Club. That's gotta be, that one chick. The 2 goat girls. And Junko. She's the only one whose name I remember. That's my guess. Why would they attack there? They've stolen the gold maguro, a rare fish that was on display, and now they're on the run. See? Okay, so I've gotten part of it down right. The gold maguro? Maguro. Okay. It's said to be a very expensive fish, so I aim to sell it. We've confirmed the organization's identity. The Gourmet Research Society. See, I knew it. A terrorist group from Gehenna. They're not there to sell it, they're there to eat it. Yeah, her. Haruna, that's her name. The leader is Kurodate Haruna, someone considered very dangerous by Gehenna. Please hurry and give us your orders, Vice President. See, there's Junko. Hey, why the heck did we... What? Did you decide to hit a place like this? We're in the middle of Trinity District. Akari. That's one of them. Okay. What other choice do we have? This is the only place to secure the gold maguro, after all. How could they keep a legendary tuna fish under lock and key, only to be admired through a fish tank? Have they no respect for the gourmet? Fine food is something more noble and ubiquitous. The gold maguro wouldn't want to be on display just to make the rich richer. We're merely doing what must be done. Isn't that right, Fuka? Fuka? See? The school lunch club president agrees so vehemently that she's been moved to tears. I think that has more to do with the gag in her mouth. The tuna keeps flapping around and it's hitting me with its fins. Izumi. Okay, that's... okay. Don't you dare drop that fish, Izumi. It's priceless. Can't we just eat it already? It's hard enough to hold on to it. But now we have those girls in black sailor uniforms chasing us. That's the Trinity Justice Task Force. They're just as scary as the prefect team. How are we gonna get out of here, Haruna? Excuse me. Whether we escape or not is not important. That's right, all they want to do is eat. The only thing that matters is who has the last bite. This is our club's motto, eat or die. It's the dignified path all gourmands must accept. And that's all that matters. We're a lot closer to dying than eating, so get a move on. Let us break through this siege and make our retreat. Then we'll have our dearest Fuka here prepare her famous sashimi for us. I don't know what sashimi is. I'm assuming it's some kind of tuna. Not tuna. Some kind of sushi. Are we finally getting our first combat? The Gourmet Research Society. What's your location, Vice President? Please issue orders before President Tsurugi takes matters into her own hands. Please do what you can to contain her for now. I'm in the middle of a personal matter at the moment. I'm not sure that will be possible. You're the only one she listens to when she gets like this. President Tsurugi? Don't go yet. It's not a door, it's a wall. She's gone. Let's mobilize. They're close by, within a kilometer, judging by the sound of the explosion. You're not thinking what I think you are you? What a coincidence. I had the same thought. I know this is sudden, but your help would be greatly appreciated. Can you do it? This is a delicate situation with the Eden Treaty fast approaching. The last thing we need is for an inter-district incident between the Justice Task Force and Gehenna Academy. I'm formally requesting the Makeup Work Club's assistance via Shale. Can you do it, Sensei? Of course, we got it. Understood. That won't be a problem. Are we really doing this? If that's what you want, Sensei. I'm gonna fight alongside Hifumi? Of course. I knew this day would come, even if it's sooner than expected. Okay, I'll do my best. This is the first time we'll be fighting as a club under Sensei's command. Please use us as you see fit. That's even sweeter. Let's go. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's right, that's right. Hanako's a support. Okay. Or not a support, a backline. I was like, why is Hasumi in the front? Boom. Oh my god, we missed. There we go. The holy hand grenade of Antioch. Oh, it's already over. We didn't even get to see her do her thing. That's kind of anticlimactic. No, the tuna! I was craving sashimi, but now tempura is on the menu. I don't know what tempura is. So what should we do now? Looks like we're surrounded. Scatter! It's every girl for herself! Good thinking. They can't catch all of us. Survival of the fittest it is. It comes down to luck now, but I don't mind spicing things up. So long. Wait, don't just leave me here. I swear, I'll get the three of you back for this if it's the last thing I do. Those pests, split up and chase each of them. Chase each of them. Is that what she said? Did I misread that? Whoops. Whoops. I'm trying to... Those pests. Split up and chase each of them. Okay, yeah. This is our district. There's nowhere to run. I think I lost him. Uh-oh. Say... Junko. Akari? Why are you here? What's happened to you? Let's just say... I messed up. Akari! What is that? A monster? I can't do her laugh. It's like, kee. I can't do it. I don't want to die. Well, I mean, it's a good thing Tsurugi got away from her handler. Hello, Junko. Good to see you, Akari. Haruna? You were caught too? I'm afraid I didn't even make it 10 meters. It seems as though Azumi was the only one who managed to get away. Somehow. At least our sacrifice wasn't in vain. Since when was I sacrificing myself for that, kids? The Justice Task Force certainly lives up to their reputation. We were foolish to underestimate them. You're telling me one of them crushed Akari like a soda can. I thought we were gonna die. I told you we shouldn't have come all the way here just for some stupid tuna. See here, Junko. If you saw water gushing out of a tap into an overflowing sink, and there was no one around, what would you do? Enough with that stupid sink metaphor already. What do you think they're gonna do with us? Probably hand us over to the prefect team. Akari, don't just rise from the dead like that. Oh please, I was just taking a little nap. It'll take more than that to kill me. Anyway, is being over to the is being handed over to the prefect team any better? May as well be delivering us to our executions. That may be. I'd like to avoid our fate being in Hina's hands, if at all possible. That's what we get for going too far this time. Oh well. Why did I get dragged here too? I just want to go home. Oh, her halo was like an onigiri. Wait, does everyone have like a special meaningful design in their halos? Meanwhile, Izumi was... What is hers? Oh, hers is an open mouth with a burger inside. Oh, but she's holding a burger, of course. Where am I? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, that's 26 Angel. That store in the background. Good work, everyone. We were able to get the situation under control thanks to all your help. Thanks. I thought we got caught up in the heat of the moment. It was a good learning experience to see how the Justice Task Force strategies come from up close. I hope I was helpful. So what's going to happen to those students? Normally, we would decide what to do with them, but given the circumstances we're in, we'll have no choice but to defer to Gehenna's prefect team. That's true. With the treaty going on, the best thing to do is to send them back to their proper jurisdiction and have the authorities there administer justice. If the Justice Task Force were to deal out the punishment in their own jurisdiction, it could be a political scandal. Thought that might be the case. Actually, I have a favor to ask you regarding that matter. Of me. I'd like to avoid conflict as much as possible ahead of the Eden Treaty. With that said, would you mind being the one to hand these detainees over when the prefect team arrives? Sure. It would lessen the political burden for both sides if Shale was the one who officially had them in custody. That makes sense. Send it to a mediator. Is Hasumi's halo just a crosshair for like a sniper? Is that just a sniper scope crosshair? Is that all it is? Because I noticed that her sniper doesn't even have a scope on it. What? Oh, right. Hand it over to Shale. Head custody. Right. Because sending it over to a mediator would help facilitate the transfer better, I think. I think that's a good idea. Yes, I can do that. Thank you, Sensei. I'll step back then. Ow, that hurts. I came to the designated spot to hand over the Gourmet Research Society over to the prefect team. I'm here. Where are the bodies? You're not part of the prefect team. I guess she's here to administer medical relief in case anyone was hurt too bad. Bodies? Pardon me. I mean to say wounded. I confuse the two sometimes. According to this, I'm here for 3 freshly wounded and 1 hostage. Is that a delivery manifest? You don't seem to be from the Justice Task Force. Just who are you? And you don't look like you're from the prefect. See, that's what I was saying. Excuse me. That's Wast Sensei, the advisor of Shale. Oh, hi, Hina. Oh, her halo's a crown. Hina. We meet again, Sensei. What are you doing here? You're acquainted, head prefect? You could put it that way, yes. So that's it. The prisoners were turned over to Shale to reduce political burden of the situation. We had the same thought. That's why, officially, the medical emergency team will be the ones accepting the transfer of custody. I'm merely here to supervise. Senna? Oh, that she's introducing herself. Okay. Senna Himuro Senna, Medical Emergency Club President. It's nice to meet you, Sensei. If you ever have bodies, wounded, that need transporting, please let me know. We charge a flat rate. Wow. Sure. The medical emergency team is mostly removed from Gehenna's politics, hence why I asked them to do this job. I'm only interested in the deceased. Well, they're not dead yet. I'll leave you to dirty your hands with politics. Again, they're only wounded. I doubt you've ever seen a dead body in person. My mistake. But the same goes for you, Head Prefect. Anyway, you have the Gourmet Research Society here. Let's transfer them to this ambulance. It's so good to see you again, Hina. Haruna, we can talk about this later. The Medical Emergency Club is here? I think I may have dislocated my elbow. Would you mind taking a look at it? I think I'm gonna be sick. I'm saved. You're the school lunch club president. I was wondering where you were. Since you've been gone, jury has been, well, I'll explain on the way. Looks like they only managed to capture 3 of the 4 Gourmet Research Society members. Man, this is always a tongue twister pronouncing these club names. I'll deal with that problem later. Thanks for all the hospitality, Sensei. I'll be sure to treat you to a delectable meal next time you visit Gehenna. See you around. Well, I don't think she's going to be treating me to a meal. I don't think she actually cooks. I think she just takes other people's food. See you around. Shut up and get in. Take care. Transfer complete. Ready to depart. Hold a moment. Sensei, what are you doing at Trinity? I'm basically the advisor for something called the Makeup Work Club. So I've heard. Not much escapes us. I'm more concerned about the timing. Shale is meant to be a neutral organization. Why would you be spending so many days at Trinity at a time like this? Are you... Never mind. I can't imagine it. I have something I actually want to ask you. What is it? What's your perspective on the Eden Treaty? I explained the situation in detail to Hina. Did we have to tell her about that part? You're in a very tight spot, Sensei. But what was that about a swimsuit symposium? See, that's what I was... Don't worry about it. Moving on. This situation regarding Trinity's traitor is rather complex. There's no way to know who is telling the truth to you and who is filling you with lies. See, that's... Yes, Hina, we're on the same page. I'm glad you're on my side, probably. There can be more than one truth. I'm not sure whether to call you cautious or optimistic. Are you sure it's okay for you to divulge this information to you? I trust you, of course. Oh, you see? I trust you more than anyone. There's that bad habit of yours again. Huh? Nothing. I was muttering to myself. So I'm going to go on a limb and think Hina believes me being so trusting is the bad habit. That she feels me being so trusting is going to get me into trouble. Like, it's setting me up to be betrayed. And I think she's right. Someone in this story is going to betray me, but I don't know who. There's no way Hina's going to betray me. And there's no way Hifumi is going to betray me. I am choosing to believe that Azusa is never going to betray me. The Eden Treaty being a cover for a military alliance is an interesting perspective. But that's not how I see it. It truly is a peace treaty, as far as I'm concerned. I see. Look, okay. So, if we believe Hina is telling the truth, that means the only person who believes that it's actually something other than a peace treaty is Mika. Because Nagisa says that it's a peace treaty. Hina says it's a peace treaty. But one of these is not like the other. Mika's the one who's casting doubt on everything. So I believe Mika has told us some truth and some lies. And it's difficult to tell which ones are genuine, because she might be telling us the truth. Maybe Nagisa really is like that? This is difficult. But I'm not drawing any lines yet, but we are seeing more and more points on the graph. It is? Nagisa alone wouldn't be able to control the ETO through the signing of the treaty. Makoto, the chair of the Pandemonium Society, will have the same authority as her. Exactly. And the authority will be further divided amongst other members of the Tea Party and Pandemonium Society to ensure the ETO won't be abused by any one person's will or lose sight of its original purpose. This is good. They have thought this out very well. While there are two official heads, there's a board below each one of those heads that holds the heads accountable. And I think that's a really good system, provided that it all works. You know, as soon as there's collusion, then it gets really muddy. The latter is still theoretically possible if they all conspire. See, that's what I just said. That's what I just said. Though, if it were that easy for them to cooperate, there wouldn't have been a need for the treaty to begin with. They would have worked on simply integrating the two academies. I also find it hard to believe that Makoto can get along with just... What? I find it hard to believe that Makoto can get along with anyone. Makoto. That's a good point. Not that Makoto is bad, it's just, from what we've seen of her, she can't shut her mouth. I guess she's too honest. Then why is she in favor of the treaty? I don't think she's in favor of it at all. I was the one who pushed her for Gatena to agree to the Eden Treaty. I see. But why? That's a good question. Perhaps because I saw it as my opportunity to retire. What? Why? Gehenna will be much more orderly under the ETO. It wouldn't be necessary for me to continue on as I have. We're still waiting, Head Prefect. Have you said what you needed to? Yes, I'll be right there. Best of luck, Sensei. Wait. You'll keep the Makeup Work Club safe, won't you? Yeah, of course. Very well. Until we meet again. She wants to retire. That sucks. Phew. What a day. I'm sure it was. I never expected our innocent little stroll to become such an adventure. It was enjoyable, however. You're looking much happier, Koharu. Are you proud that you were able to fight next to Hasumi? Of course I am. It was my first time. It was like a dream come true. Oh, that's wonderful. Now you just have to pass your exam like Hasumi told you to. I know that. I'm going to ace the next one for sure. Just like an elite would. I'm sure you will. I had better study harder so you don't leave me behind. It's getting pretty late. We should get some sleep. Excuse me. It's getting pretty late. We should get to sleep soon, or else studying will be hard tomorrow. Good night, everyone. You too, Sensei. Night. You all did great. This time, the day finally came to a close. You're late. Who? Who's late? You're the one who's early. I began studying before sunrise, and then quizzed myself on what I had studied. Wow, you're really motivated, huh? Naturally. Today is yet another mock exam, isn't that right? Yeah, that's true. So, that's what you've been preparing for? Yes. Our next official exam is only 2 days away, and I don't want to hold us back. I will pass today. Jeez, you almost never get this fired up. I repeatedly covered material expected to be on the test. I left no stone unturned. Well, you're not going to do better than me. I'll show you the power of an elite Justice Task Force member. That's the spirit. I'll show you what I've... blah, 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 blah. I'll show you what I got this time, too. Looks like everyone's ready to go. In that case, let's jump right into the next mock exam. Second Makeup Work Club mock exam. Begin. Oh, yeah, we haven't seen very many CGs. And this one's reused, isn't it? This isn't so bad. I know this one. I just have to... You're all moving at a much faster pace than before. I graded everyone's test once the exam was over. Whenever you're ready, Sensei. Let's see what happened. All right. Of course Hanako got 69. We did it? Everyone passed? This isn't a joke, right? Success. Well, well. Way to go, Azusa. You didn't D, you jumped all the way up to us earning a C. Thank you. You did too, Koharu. It was barely just above the line, but you still got a passing score. I'm not dreaming, am I? That's really my score? See? I told you I've been holding back. This is what I can really do. Way to show us what it means to be a member of the Justice Task Force. You passed this time too, Hanako. I must have just gotten lucky. What a nice score. Yeah, she got exactly 69 on purpose. I'm happy for you, but what's wrong? I still don't understand why you ended up here. But I'm glad you're taking things seriously. Fumi? I'm gonna keep pushing until you recover the scores that you had before. I promise. I see. I'm sorry I had you so concerned. Well, now it's time for the promised Momo Friends merchandise giveaway. At last. Who's gonna get what? Let's see. I have no clue. Since everyone passed, you all have a chance to pick. Take whichever one you want. Whichever one I want? I'll pass, but thanks. Sang. Which one should I pick? I can't. Picking only one is impossible. The black one with the horns looks good, but so is the glasses wearing hippo. Oh, which one's a hippo? I told you, Pororo is a bird, not a hippo. I can't just choose one. What should I do? I'm sorry, Hifumi. Could I ask you to pick one for me? Me? You said you really liked Skullman and Professor Pororo. Then let's go with the scholarly Professor Pororo. Fine, I'll go to this one. Professor Pororo Pororo is known for being knowledgeable and studying hard. I picked this one because it suits how much you've learned and how hard you're hitting the books. I see. Like an intelligent professor. Never mind that the backstory is that Pororo studied so hard that he went a little cuckoo. That part doesn't matter. You seem to like him, Azusa. Yes, I really do. Thank you, Hifumi. I'll cherish it forever. I appreciate it, but you don't have to thank me. You're the one who earned it. Maybe so, but this is the first gift I've ever received from a friend. God damn, that's sad. I shall think of you every time I gaze upon this hippo. That's a little embarrassing, and I told you, he's a bird, not a hippo. Who would have guessed they would have so much in common? It's creepy. Morale was high as the group continued to study. The day passed calmly and quietly. Tomorrow's the big day. The second exam. Is it that time already? The days are flying by. I think Hanako's rubbing off on me. I was about to say it's been flashing by. Which is... Anyway, I know it's been a short week, but I'm sure all the hard work we've been putting off will pay off. Passing the last mock exam proved it. We're more than ready. So don't let up. Let's study as hard as we can today. Naturally, I won't be satisfied until I score a 100. Me too. I guess I'll have to do the same. I don't know about getting a perfect score, but I'm sure we can do this. Let's hit the books. One more day to go. Let's go. I've been waiting for you. It's been a while, Sensei. How have you been? Is this boot camp going smoothly? Anything troubling you? What do you want now? You know, I organized the boot camp to give you an opportunity to observe the students more closely. Was it fruitful? Have you learned anything? More specifically, do you have a leading suspect? I told you I'd handle things my way. I recall. I simply wanted to check with you now that the second exam is upon us. That's why I asked you here. As I understand it, you've had contact with Mika recently as well. What did she have to say? Won't you tell me? So it's an intimidation. Not an intimidation, I'm sorry. I meant interrogation. I'm not going to waste my time being paranoid. All I want is for the makeup club work, the makeup work club to pass. Perhaps I should make myself clear why I chose each of those girls. Though I'm sure you've already been told some version of this. Here's the truth. First, Koharu was selected to monitor Hasumi. Huh? Hasumi hates Gehenna more than anyone. She's a ticking time bomb, and no one knows what she might do. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Not even a little bit. Hanako was an outstanding student that began tanking her grades for unknown reasons. Suspicious. Azusa is shady in her own right. She has a growing rap sheet full of armed conflict with other students. As for Hifumi, I was under the impression that you thought highly of her. You're right, I did. Compassion like hers is rare. I've always been very fond of Hifumi, that much is true. But we have intelligence that links her to a terrifying criminal organization. Volume 1 coming to bite her in the ass. That's what I fear most. Being blinded by trusting someone too dearly. It's a fatal flaw. Foreshadowing. Sometimes it is subtle, and sometimes it's slapping you right in the face like this. Even the most meticulously built tower can collapse from a single fault. How well do I truly know Hifumi? Is there another side to her that I haven't seen? I don't know the answer. But you do know her. There's just been a terrible misunderstanding. And you know that how? Are you willing to vouch for her? Can you prove Hifumi's innocence? That she's always been sincere? Your claims mean nothing without concrete proof. It's impossible to prove the sincerity of another's heart. Then there's no point in holding it against them either because you can't prove it against them. Right? Like, look, you can't have it one way but not another. That's a double standard. I know full well how compassionate, polite, and kind Hifumi can be, but I'll never be able to prod around and know what's truly in her heart. In the end, we're all strangers. So, a lot of what Mika has told us has been true, apparently. Nagisa's paranoid as hell for some reason. She thinks everyone's out to get her. That's why they must each be expelled for the sake of the Eden Treaty. I finally get it. It makes perfect sense now. Huh? You're nothing but a cynical skeptic. Me? Cynical? You only see what you want to see and believe what you want to believe. The makeup club will pass. Very well. This simplifies things. The best of luck to you, Sensei. I'll just have to take matters into my own hands. Exactly. I am forcing Nagisa to be the bad guy. I am making sure that all the girls pass like they're supposed to. So Nagisa has to overreach and execute them, expel them. Despite them passing. What happens if that happens? Like, do we report Nagisa for foul play and have her removed from office for abusing power? But I will say, the way she's acting, Mika's looking more and more credible. I think we did exactly what we set out to do today. Now that we're all ready for the second exam tomorrow, we've been at the boot camp for a week now, and I know we have what it takes to pass with flying colors. Man, Nagisa really is making herself out to be the primary antagonist of this. Fine. That's right. Of course. Yeah, good job. And once we do, we'll all officially graduate from the Makeup Work Club. Let's not let all of that studying go to waste. We're going to end our time together on a high note. I hadn't thought about it, but you're right. I have to go our separate ways once we all pass. Why are you getting all sentimental all of a sudden? We've had a lot of fun together. Are you sad to see it end, Azusa? No, all things come to an end eventually. For every beginning, there is also a conclusion. You don't have to make it sound definite. It isn't as though any of us are truly going anywhere, even once the club dissolves. We'll still be Trinity students, and we can spend time together whenever we want. Yeah, you can come visit me at the Justice Task Force Club You can visit me at the Justice Task Force Club room anytime. Oh. It's not like we're living at the end of a teen drama and never going to see each other again. And we can worry about hanging out with each other after we passed our exams. The wording on this stuff is just kind of weird to me. Anyway, didn't we turn in early? Why don't we turn in early tonight so that we're rested for tomorrow? Where's the exam going to be held anyway? At the Academy's main building? Oh, right. I haven't read the announcement yet. Let's see. I just need to check the Academy notice board on my phone and... Huh? What? Is something wrong? What's going on? Let me see. Notice of changes made to the Makeup Work Club evaluation exam. The scope of the exam will be roughly triple that of the first exam. What? Why? Additionally, the minimum score needed to pass, the minimum score needed to receive a passing grade has been raised from a 60 to a 90. Even I've never scored that high before. What the heck is going on? It looks like this was posted last night. Why would they make so many sudden changes the day before the exam? Only one person could have done this. Most likely. Nagisa must have learned how well we did on our recent mock exam somehow. This is her sending a message. She's going to find grounds to expel us, no matter what the cost. Expel? What's this about being expelled? What are you talking about? Yeah, we should have brought it up with them. Right, we can discuss that later. There's still more to the notice they posted. There's more? It also says the test location and time has been moved. The new location is Gehenna District, Zone 1577, abandoned building, first floor. Gehenna District? Why are we taking the exam in Gehenna? That can't be right. Why would a Trinity Club be sent there? Why would Gehenna agree to this? And I can only assume we'll be failed automatically if we don't comply. And we're going to be expelled if that happens? This is the first anyone's told me. We'll be expelled if we fail 3 exams? I won't let that happen. I'm sorry we didn't tell you the truth sooner. I never thought things would become this dire. But I'll never be able to return to the Justice Task Force if I'm expelled? I'm so sorry, Kaharu. Thank you for clarifying. I think we should get moving. Where? Why now? The exam time has been changed. It's taking place at 3 a.m. We'll have to leave now if we hope to make it in time. Really? At 3 in the morning? Really? There's no time to be shocked or angry. We can save it for after the exam. Complaining about the obstacles they placed in our way won't accomplish anything. I still intend to fight until I can't fight anymore. Azusa, best girl. Uh-oh. She's right. We can't simply give up. Think of it as another fun midnight stroll. I've never ventured all the way to Gehenna just to take an exam. Have you two lost your minds? This is getting way too weird. Let's depart immediately. Make sure to bring your weapons. Are we going there to fight? I thought we were going to take the exam. Gehenna's district is known to be much more dangerous than Trinity's, and the prefect team undoubtedly has its hands busy preparing for the treaty. That's true. You have to be kidding. Why's it come to this? Please give the order, Sensei. Alright, everyone. Go. We'll officially be in the heart of the Gehenna district just past here. Not exactly the friendliest neighborhood I've ever been in. Looks like we have some fresh meat. I've never seen you around here before. What's the rush? Why are you in such a hurry? This is a little on the nose. We're on our way to take an exam. What are you talking about? What exam? I know how it sounds. You can't walk around our turf at night. Who do you think you are? Wait, is that a Trinity uniform? You mean that rich academy full of princesses? So we could kidnap them and hold them for ransom then? Now you're thinking. I was afraid something like this would happen. This is a waste of time. Think fast. Nice. Nice. Well, no. Let's save it. Let's save it. Nice. Wait, why did they have a tank? Well, that was easy. Let's keep moving. Oh, wait, don't leave me behind. Sorry about this. We're just passing through. We finally made it. Where is everyone? I know it's the middle of the night, but it's like the city's completely deserted. Gunfire. There's a battle nearby. As curious as I am, we should stay focused. We need to reach the testing site. That's true. There's a checkpoint up ahead. Halt. Entry beyond this point is prohibited. There's curfew in effect for the entire district. You should keep going. You should go back to your dorms. Wait, don't those uniforms belong to Trinity? What are Trinity students doing in the Gehenna district? Are you conspiring to launch an attack? Answer us. No, of course not. We're just passing through. Trinity girls don't just pass through Gehenna without a good reason. If you must know, we're here to take an exam. We don't want any trouble. Since when are Trinity students' exams held in the Gehenna district? You expect us to believe that? I know it sounds far-fetched, but it's the truth. Hold on. That girl's wearing a Justice Task Force uniform. Oh. You're under attack. The Justice Task Force is launching an invasion? Really? Come in, HQ. The enemy's made their move. What? It's not like that. It's useless. Let's just wipe them out. But won't that just make us look guilty? Huh? They got us. Who? Azusa, why? That wasn't me. The grenade came from behind us. Who could it be? Akari. Sorry we're late, Sensei. Good eye, Akari. So what brings you here? Aren't those the ones we fought against a couple nights ago? You're right. They're the ones who attacked the aquarium. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Same. So that's what you're up to. You just need to get to that testing site, right? It's an emergency. I can see that, but your timing is most unfortunate. In case you haven't heard, there's a bit of a situation happening in the district right now. The Hot Springs Department... Of course they did. The Hot Springs Department caused an explosion in the middle of the city. It's a real clusterfudge. The prefect team has its hands full cleaning up after them, leaving us the perfect opportunity to slip out of our cell. I see. And wouldn't you know it, the school lunchroom president just happened to agree to come let us borrow the catering truck. Wasn't that nice of her? It even still has that new catering truck smell. How kind of her to let us borrow it. What a wonderful friend. It sounds like someone is tied up in the back of that truck. Oh, that? That's just Fuka's way of having fun. She's a rascal, that one. No one's better at playing hostage than her. What the heck are you two? What? Where the heck are you two? We managed to get away. Let's meet up already. The prefect team is still chasing us. Sorry, Junko, but there's been a change of plan. What? Why? We're going to play escort for Sensei and those Trinity students. There's a debt to repay. We can talk about the details later. Let's move on. Let's get a move on. Alright, you drive. Can they drive? Do they have licenses? Thanks, I think. We're taking this catering truck? Buckle up, everyone. Off we go. Again, I don't think they have licenses. 2 hours later. I see. How did it come to this? Stop shaking so much, Hifumi. I can't get a shot. Wait, who's chasing him? It's not me. It's the ground shaking below us. What's going on? That Trinity girl isn't half bad on a bike. Oh, we did pick up Junko and Izumi. Come on, try to keep up. I'm trying. Expect another explosion in 8 seconds, Akari. Okie dokie, no sweat. Haruna, just let me go already. You hear that? Even Fuka's cheering us on. Why don't we spice things up a little more? I like the way you think. Is that a forklift chasing us? And a bulldozer? What the hell did they do? Oh. Why is the Gehenna Hot Springs department after us? The prefect team isn't far behind. This is Bravo Squad. Alpha Squad, please respond. Azusa? Please use the code names. The code names? Anyway, the operation is successful. We're surrounded. Unsuccessful. What? What is going on? Huh? What did you just say? The Hot Springs department has the path forward blocked with a flamethrower, and that girl with twin tails from the prefect team is blocking the rear. Girl with twin tails? Iori? Hanako and I will try to escape on our own. We'll see you at the rendezvous point. Good luck. What's going on? Don't just hang up. Azusa? We're only trying to take an exam, that's all. Why is this happening? Please let it be over. Is this it? Did we come to the right place? Thank goodness. Sensei, there you are. I'm glad you're okay too. Sorry we got separated. I feared the worst when the catering truck fell into the rip. Haruna gave a thumbs up as we sank in the water. I hope she's okay. Is that a Terminator reference? What about Azusa and Hanako? Don't worry, we're here too. It's 2:45 a.m. We made it with time to spare. Yeah, let's focus on what we need to and we can talk later. So this is a testing site? Yeah, first floor of an abandoned building in Gehenna District, Zone 1577. How are we supposed to take an exam in a place like this? And who's going to administer it? I don't sense anyone else here. They must have left something for us. Here, take a look at this. What do we have here? An artillery shell? Inactive, I would hope. It's the warhead of an L-118 towed artillery, typically used for demonstration and propaganda. The detonator has been removed. The 118 belongs to the tea party, which means it was sent by Nagisa. Yes, there must be something inside. I'll open it. There's paper inside. Those must be our exams. Still intact as well. There's also a small portable communicator here. So you've managed to arrive in one piece. Nagisa? That voice belongs to the girl you've been talking about? My. I can hear such resentment in your voices. Just kidding. This is a recording, so shouting at me will get you nowhere. You have until the deadline to complete your exams, and then you can return. Don't forget, I'll have my eye on you in the meantime. Best of luck, makeup work team. Do be careful. What was that last comment supposed to mean? We don't have much time. Let's begin. You're right. The second evaluation exam officially starts now. Understood. Roger. Good luck. Is this the place? It's the right address. Should be somewhere around here. I don't know who it was, but I'm glad someone tipped us off about there being an underground hot spring. Nagisa. Back up. Time to blow this place sky high. It's developing time. And then they developed all over the place. Inconclusive? Yeah. Our exam papers, they're gone. Without a trace. Sensei, are you still with us? Yeah. So this is her insurance policy. She really will stop at nothing. So, she's just created a diplomatic incident. She's attacked an unaffiliated school campus. She attacked Shale. Later that same day. I can't take this anymore. What are we supposed to do? The whole reason we're here is to avoid being expelled. And if we don't put our heads together and figure something out, then we'll all be expelled by this time next week. I think this needs something more than a cliche line like, put our heads together to solve. What if we thought outside the box instead? Like, let's put our bodies together. How does that sound? Get your mind out of the gutter, you perv, or I'll blow it off your shoulders. I'm not sure what you were imagining just now, but I could always demonstrate it for you instead. Why don't you come a little closer? Hey. Personal space. Stranger danger. Here I come. No, let me go. Save me, Sensei. Save me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just let go of me already. This isn't how I want my first... What? Fascinating. I've never seen such effective CQC technique. That's close quarters combat. I'll remember this for later. However, I would suggest targeting and snapping her key joints first. You made too many unnecessary movements with your hands. Sensei, about Nagisa. I'll do what I can. Thank you. We're all going to be expelled at this rate. I went to arrange a meeting with Nagisa after that, but couldn't track down where she was. I tried contacting Mika, but even her whereabouts were unknown. Home sweet home again. We thought our time here had come to an end, yet here we still are. Life can be very unpredictable. Stop being so wishy-washy. We need to come up with a plan. The top-ranking Tea Party official is gunning after us, in case you forgot. We're screwed at this rate. Our third and final exam is in a week, so we still have one last chance. Yes, but we know how far she's willing to stoop to prevent us from even taking it. Our odds aren't looking good. I still can't believe she had the testing site destroyed. Why is this happening in the first place? What made her so hell-bent on trying to expel us? I'm supposed to believe someone here is going to try and betray Trinity? That didn't make sense. I'll never be able to return to the Justice Task Force at this rate. Koharu. It's my fault. I'm the one who provoked Nagisa. You were sticking up for us. There's nothing to apologize for. It wouldn't have been nice. Oh, what? I wouldn't have been as nice to that witch if I was in your shoes. Let's not forget, you're going to have to raise our scores. What? Let's not forget we're going to have to raise our scores to nearly perfect within a week. That's on top of any other underhanded tactics she might try to pull to stop us. We'll have to be careful. That's right. I'm going to assume that the final exam is going to require 100% scores from everyone. That's just a guess. It's hopeless. I worked so hard just to score 61. How am I supposed to get my grade to get any higher? Blah, blah, blah. How am I supposed to get my grade any... I would have just put, how am I supposed to improve beyond that? Really weird choice of words. I worked as hard as I can already. I'm too dumb for this stuff. I can't. Koharu. Don't be so hard on yourself. I think you should get some rest now. There must be something we can do. I'm sure of it. Sensei and I will try to think of something. You need to rest just as much as everyone else. You've been pushing yourself harder than any of us. I know, but I'm the president. I hope you think of a solution too. I can handle it. Even while helping Kaoru study. Like you said, we should all get some rest for now. I guess so. Let's head to bed. Okay, good night everyone. Six days until the final exam. This makes me feel like it's, what is it? Majora's Mask. Azusa seems... like she feels guilty. The Makeup Work Club continued to study hard every day in preparation for the third exam. Okay, so it's doing a time skip, kind of. That's probably best to keep the pace of the story moving. Oh, doesn't look like it's going well. Okay, that looks good. Just barely. Yeah, see. Well, at least they're consistently scoring high now, but tomorrow's the big day. That it is. They aren't going to change the time and place again at the last second, are they? I've checked, and nothing's changed as of yet. It's still the time and place. It's still the same time and place, but we have to get a score of 90 or higher, too. Trinity Building 19, Classroom 32. It's on the outskirts of the district, but not unreasonably far, away. The exam begins at 9 a.m., exactly as scheduled. The only strange thing I've noticed this week is how quiet the main campus has been. I haven't seen any students around at all. I'm going to keep an eye out on the notice board, just in case. But you need to get a good night's sleep just like the rest of us. I'll be fine. It's the least I can do for everyone. That's not true at all. You've helped us immensely this week. The rest of us were only able to raise our scores high as we did because of your tutoring. You're giving me too much credit. It was you three who put in all the hard work. You were burning the candle at both ends every single night to study. You all did great. Scoring a 90 or higher on any test can be hard, but maybe, just maybe, if the questions seem familiar, then... That's just wistful thinking. I'm going to cram all night this time. They can't fail me if I score 100 points. Just watch. That's true, Koharu, but I really think you should rest tonight. Don't know how hard you've been working. Don't let it go to waste by being too tired to focus tomorrow. That's a very good point. This is why cramming the night before, just don't do it. True. Your body needs to rest just as your mind... What? Your body needs to be just as prepared as your mind. That goes for you too, Azusa. I know. I'll be well rested. For tonight, at least. It all comes down to tomorrow. No, let's leave it at that. I promise to pass tomorrow. Me too. I'm not going down like this. It's strange. I was feeling kind of down about our chances, but you two are right. I should be more optimistic. You should. Everyone's done the best they can do. That's all we can do. Yes. Right. Question. If they get expelled, can I re-enroll them under Shale? Just to piss off Nagisa? The fated day has changed, Azusa. It has? Tomorrow morning. Wait for further orders at the agreed point. Hold on, Salary. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to be... Is there a problem? Preparations are incomplete. Changing to an earlier date poses an immense risk. The decision is final. Trust your training and be ready, Azusa. The course of history will change tomorrow, for both Arius and Trinity. Don't lose sight of your mission. You are to destroy the halo of the Tea Party's leader, Kirifuji Nagisa. Nothing else matters. I don't understand. Let's think about this. Arius wants to kill the Tea Party's leader, Nagisa. Does that mean that they were the ones who killed the other Tea Party leader? Are they systematically killing them all off? Why? Why would they want to prolong war between, or conflict between the two campus? I don't understand. I know you can handle yourself, just as you did with the state. Understood. I won't object any further. So, Azusa murdered one of the leaders? She's supposed to murder another one. But that would mean Mika would be the only leader remaining. Mika did say that both of the other two leaders did not agree with her methods. There's no way Mika would want them dead, right? Because Mika wanted us to make sure that Azusa was protected. What? I should prepare for tomorrow's mission. Azusa. Never forget, Vantius Vanitatum. And why does it say question mark, question mark, question mark? You can see on her sleeve right there, that's Arius. So what's the point of the question marks? Everything is vain. Of course. All efforts, achievements, and even failures are meaningless in the end. I never lost sight of that, not even once. Hi, Sensei. I thought you might still be awake. Having trouble sleeping? Yes. I just can't manage to fall asleep. Don't forget about me. Hanako? What are y'all doing in here? Shouldn't you be asleep, Kaharu? Look who's talking. Tomorrow's an exam day for all of us. She's got us there. Azusa ran off somewhere from the looks of it, too. I can get why she'd be anxious, but... Actually, I went out too. I met with some of my contacts from the Sisterhood. There were a few things I was trying to figure out. It's about the building where we're scheduled to have our exam. Don't tell me they changed location again. No, it's not that. I was told the entire Justice Task Force has been dispatched to defend the building. All of them? The Tea Party told them the building with the house has sensitive documents relating... What? The Tea Party told them the building houses sensitive documents relating to the Eden Party and to protect it at all costs. Is it true, though? The entire campus is under martial law. That explains why everything's been so quiet. You can't be serious. Nothing like this has ever happened before. No one's being allowed to enter or leave campus until the Eden Treaty has been signed. Then how are we supposed to take our exam tomorrow? We'll essentially have to fight the entire Justice Task Force if we want to take the... Oh my god, Nagisa, you are a fucking bitch. No. That can't be right. I should try contacting Hasumi. I don't think that will do any good. Hasumi and the others were likely kept in the dark about their order's real purpose. She would be disobeying orders if she helped us. Hasumi would be expelled from the Justice Task Force at the very least. Nagisa is not going to relent. She will do everything in her power to have the Makeup Work Club expelled. All of this really necessary? Why is she so paranoid? It's because of me. Azusa? Where have you been? There's something I have to tell all of you. Azusa? Are you sick or something? You look so pale. And you're shaking. There's something I've been hiding from you. But I can't hide it any longer. The truth is, I pour the cereal before the milk. I'm the one Nagisa's looking for. I'm Trinity's traitor. Huh? What are you even talking about? I originally attended Arius Satellite School. I was able to infiltrate Trinity because of my documents were forged. Arius? Infiltrated? Wait, what's Arius? Arius Satellite School was the faction that opposed Trinity Alliance when it was formed many years ago. A lot of complications arose from that. Arius has been hiding ever since, as I understand it. That's correct. I never once left the Arius district in my life until I began this mission. I infiltrated Trinity at Arius' behest. My mission is to destroy Nagisa's halo. What? That means your mission is to kill her? Correct. Ares is determined to eliminate the Tea Party at all costs. Ares convinced Mika to place me at Trinity under the guise of reconciling relations between our two academies. They must have targeted her because of her inexperience and naivete. Mika isn't nearly as politically adept as Nagisa. They may have even planned to pin the blame on her after the deed was done. I've heard Arius and Trinity were mortal enemies, but I never could have imagined something like this was being plotted in this day and age. Why tell us any of this? What's it got to do with us? I get a lot is going behind the scenes when Trinity and Arius, but what's this have to do with our club? Arius students will advance on Trinity tomorrow morning with their sights set on Nagisa, and I'm going to protect her. You're going to protect Nagisa? But tomorrow is... I knew it. I knew she is best girl. She will not betray us. She is on our side. I did not know that that was her actual... Like, that was her mission, though. I didn't want to believe that. I know. But there's no other choice. I must stop them. Campus is under martial law, but Nagisa has the entire Justice Task Force stationed at the building where we're supposed to have our exam. The main building will be practically defenseless. There's never been a better time for an attack. That's why Arius is striking now. Hanako? Wait, something still didn't make sense. You said your mission was to assassinate Nagisa. Why do you suddenly want to protect her? That's because that's the real reason you enrolled at Trinity, isn't it? You took on the mission to assassinate Nagisa because your real objective was to protect her from the very beginning. You're a double agent, aren't you? You've been telling Arius what they want to hear, but in secret, you've been preparing to betray them. So why protect Nagisa? Whose orders are you following? No one's. This is my own decision. The Eden Treaty will fail. Fail? The Eden Treaty will fall through without Nagisa. If that happens, Kavotos will only plunge further into chaos. Exactly! That's what I was thinking. Like, what does Arius think's going to happen if Nagisa dies? Like, when a leader dies, there's a huge power vacuum. A lot of shit can happen. And more academies could suffer the same fate as Arius has. Are you saying that you're doing this for the sake of peace? You're being naive. What you're attempting is foolish, as the treaty itself, Azusa. Wait, Hanako thinks the treaty is foolish? You're a liar and a traitor. You hid your identity from Trinity and your true intentions from Arius. You've lied to everyone around you and deceived them into thinking you're someone you're not. Isn't that right? Hanako, I told you before I knew a day would come where I'd betray everything I've ever known. My friends, my faith, and my heart. Oh, Azusa, why? As I said, I'm the traitor Nagisa has been searching for. I put the Makeup Work Club in grave danger. I'm sorry. I understand if you despise me. Welcome it even. Everything that's happening is my fault. That's not true. Say? We're in this crisis because Nagisa didn't trust anyone. If only Nagisa had trusted the four of you. And if Mika had believed in Nagisa, then... none of this would have happened. This is where being untrusting led us. Yes, I know, Sensei. I'm actually very aware of that. I also know it's nearly impossible to change someone as jaded as Nagisa. She has no faith in anyone but herself. Yet the same can't be said about our little Azusa. She trusted us with the truth and apologized. She didn't even make excuses or become defensive when I pushed her buttons. Sorry I did that, but I couldn't help tease I couldn't help tease you when I saw your adorable and innocent expression. It was tugging my heartstrings a little too tightly. It's strange. Our makeup work club has been become the center stage of everything happening. And there's a great big spotlight exposing all of our dirty little secrets. Normally, you wouldn't expect a spy like Azusa to remain in the spotlight for very long. You could have disappeared without a trace weeks ago if you truly wanted to. And yet you didn't. And I think I know why. It's because you were having so much fun. You enjoyed us standing together, eating together, even doing the laundry and cleaning together. You had fun every single time. You didn't want the fun times together to end. You reveled in all of us working together toward a single goal. You've had some fun learning beside your clubmates and sensei. Isn't that right, Azusa? Well, Yes, you're right. I can't think of any other explanation. I enjoyed learning new things with each of you and sharing our lives. And I didn't want that to change. There's still so much to learn and places we can go together. Like the beach, festivals, and theme parks. Azusa. I understand. I knew someone who felt the same way. She was so talented and adept. Everyone couldn't help but adore and praise the things she did. She's talking about herself. Splendid job, Uwara. That was a complex problem. Her last name is Uwara? I didn't know that. We could really use your support, Uwara. Why not join us, Uwara? That's really weird to say. Blah, blah, blah. Urawa. There we go. We're the only ones who can keep the tea party in check. Be ready, Hanako. There'll almost certainly be a seat option for you at the tea party next year. This isn't me. All I want to do is... She found Trinity General School to be a place replete with deception, prejudice, and hypocrisy. It was somewhere she couldn't open herself up to anyone or be her true self. Aren't you lonely? Everything felt so meaningless to her, so she tried her hardest to drop out of the academy. For her, it was like breaking out of prison. You're a much different girl than she was, Azusa. Perhaps better, even. Come to think of it, you completing this mission would mean the end of your academy life, wouldn't it? You enrolled under false pretenses and plan to betray the place you originally came from. You'll have nowhere to return to once this is over. That hadn't even dawned on me. You knew that was inevitable, yet you still worked your heart out while in the makeup work club. That other girl tanked her exams on purpose so she could run away while you dedicated yourself to the fullest. Why? Why try so hard? You said it yourself. Vantius vanitatum. Vanity of vanities. Everything is in vain. There's undoubtedly some truth in those words. And yet, that's not all you said. There's something else you added at the end. Yes, even if everything is in vain, there's no reason we shouldn't give our life all. Blah, blah, blah. We shouldn't give life our all. But you shouldn't allow yourself to be bullied. Even if everything else is meaningless, you should never give up. It was then that the girl I spoke of realized something. She realized how much fun academy life can truly be. Cleaning the swimming pool in her underwear, going out for a midnight stroll in nothing but her swimsuit, having a symposium with her friends as they wore absolutely nothing at all. It was so much fun. That's not how I recall most of those. It was a swimsuit symposium. We were wearing our swimsuits. So you did clean the pool in your panties. You admit it. It turns out that girl isn't so different from you after all, Azusa. So, even if everything is in vain, I don't think we should give up just yet. Hanako, didn't you say you wanted to learn more? Discover more? That there was so much more you wanted to experience? Like visiting the beach or staying out all night? Why give up on those dreams now? There's no reason to. Nothing has changed. Your mission is our mission. We'll project. We'll project. We will protect Kirifuji Nagisa from Arius's attack. And then we're going to take our exam and pass. That witch won't have any complaints once we do that. We'll pass, even with all the ridiculous conditions she's placed on us. It doesn't matter how many soldiers she places in front of that testing site or how many subjects the exam covers. We're going to score a 90 or higher. Because what other choice do we have? But how? It should be physically impossible. Arius's attack coincides with the start of the exam. Could we maybe ask others for help? No. It won't be enough to help us pass our exam. If we're going to do this, we need to get one step ahead. Up until now, we've been playing it right into our opponent's hands. This time, we're going to devise something of our own. We already have all the talent we need in this very room. A member of the Justice Task Force, a guerrilla warfare expert, a seemingly average student favored by the Tea Party, and me, someone who knows everything there is to know about Trinity. Well, she wasn't very nice to Fumi there. Huh? Favored? And to top it all off, we have Wash Sensei, ever-capable leader of Shale. With a lineup like this, we could overthrow Trinity in half a day. What? Who said anything about doing that? Relax. I know the plan is to take the third exam and avoid failing. I'll devise a plan. All you have to do is follow the instructions and give it your all. Now let's show them what we're made of. Let's go. Squad 4 confirming arrival. Conditions as expected. No additional security spotted. Units 5, 6, and 7 are all on standby. Target's location confirmed. Operation will proceed as scheduled. Move out. No, I've had my fill of tea. Huh? Having trouble sleeping? You must be anxious. Understandable, since you had the entire Justice Task Force deployed away from here. Urawa... Hanako? What are you doing here? Are you asking how I knew you'd be at this particular safe house? That's because I know the rotation order of all 87 panic rooms used by the Tea Party. God damn. I also know about the measures that fall just outside of regulations too. Like how you like to hide in the secret penthouse of yours when you're especially nervous. What is the meaning of this? Don't move. By the way, we've already met your minimal security detail on our way here. They're going to be indisposed for a little while. Both Urawa Hanako and Shirasu Azu... Man, it's difficult saying these names so fast. Urawa Hanako and Shirasu Azusa. Man, bleh, it couldn't be. To think there wasn't just one traitor, but two. No, not quite. Besides, Azusa and I are just the meeting party. Someone else here is calling the shots. Who? I demand to know who it is. Answer my question first. Did you truly need to go this far, Nagisa? I'm referring to how you handled our club. I understand why you would be so concerned, but did you really need to involve Shale and its authority as well? Well, I can even see why you'd find Azusa and myself to be so suspicious, but why cast doubt on someone like Hifumi too? Why involve an innocent bystander like Koharu? Especially Hifumi. She thought you were her friend. How could you be so cruel? Did you even consider how much it would hurt her? I recognize what I put Hifumi through wasn't right. even if I had the greater good in mind. Part of me hoped we could still be friends when this was all over, but I have no regrets. Then I should deliver a message to you from our commander. She says it was a funny fantasy thinking we were ever really friends. What? Then the one leading you is... Target secured. She took an entire 5.56 round magazine point blank. She'll be out for at least another hour. Excellent work, Azusa. Would you mind playing decoy from here on, like we had planned? Understood. This should allow false intel to reach Trinity's true traitor. Arius will have no choice but to hasten their attack if your theory is correct. That's right. There's still some questions that still need to be answered. But I'm convinced that there really is a traitor at the very least. That's what I thought. And it's not one of the four. By the way, was the last thing you said to her really necessary? Oh, that was just my little way of repaying Hifumi. Now I guess I had that one coming. Besides, I'm sure that little misunderstanding will be cleared up sooner or later. Never mind that. Could you tell me how many soldiers Arius will be sending? Will you be able to hold them off by yourself? I don't know the exact number, but I've been preparing for this. I set traps and dug trenches around the academy every night. That's what she was doing on all our patrols. I'll lure them there and use the terrain to my advantage to buy time. I'll meet you at the rendezvous point. Alright, see you soon. Panic room clear. Target not found. Someone else has been here. The intel was credible. Search the perimeter. Make sure not to be seen. Where's the spy we were supposed to make contact with? We need an update. This is Unit 4. It's an ambush. What? Our contact. We've been had. What's happening? The spy betrayed us? Yes, I have. Your target has been intercepted. Why? Why would you do something like this? Because I have an exam to take in a few hours. Huh? Also, the Justice Task Force has been informed of the situation. If you're going to retreat, I would suggest you do it now. What are we going to do? Should we retreat? No, she's bluffing. According to intel received, the Justice Task Force won't be going anywhere. It's psychological warfare. She wants us to retreat. Chase after her. Yes. But what if it's reverse? She wants you to think that it's reverse, so that way you target her instead. Because while you're busy targeting her, when you don't need to, retreating would have been the best choice, honestly. Because right now, at least, there's no definitive proof that Arius is attacking Trinity. Like, if they all withdraw right now, there will be very little to no evidence remaining. However, if they do fight, anyone who gets incapacitated will be evidence that there is an attack. So I think it's kind of stupid of them not to retreat. This way, we confirm that she took the target and entered the building. This must be where Shirasu Azusa has built her stronghold. Only 2 entrances lead inside. One is barricaded. She mentioned that earlier in the thing too, right? She talked about how we can fortify the boot camp by sealing off one exit. She's left only one entrance. It's likely a trap. Destroy the barricade and enter through the other. That will give away our position. Are you sure this is what you want to do? Yes. I was just informed by the squad that reinforcements are on their way. We can no longer consider this an assassination mission. We're at war with Trinity. We must retrieve the target. Prepare yourselves. Charge. Just as expected. A trap? Don't falter. If we can just make it inside, we'll easily outnumber her. Another trap? Claymore mines. The bag was an IED. That's an improvised explosive device. Your insubordination ends here, Shirasu Azusa. Wow, you took out so many of them, Azusa. True. You're trapped. Now tell me where the target is. Hidden within the building. We have reinforcements on the way. You'll be surrounded. There's no escape. Just how many reinforcements? More than you can handle. And what about squad? Unrequired. On another mission. That simplifies things. Where do you think you're going? There's nothing but a gym there. I told you, escape is impossible. Her traps have been disarmed. Chase after her. Now I see. Setting up an ambush, were you? And this is your choice of battlefield? How long can you hold out against with just the four of you? This will be your tomb. You're correct. There's nowhere to escape. For you. It's time for the finishing touches. Welcome to a tactical command class led by none other than Shale's advisor and the Makeup Work Club Room's homeroom teacher, Sensei. Commencing the elimination of targets. Do it. We don't know where Nagisa is, though. Either she's with us? There's no way that we knocked her out and just hit her somewhere, right? Like left her by herself? Nice. Dead. Ugh. Is it over? All enemy units incapacitated. Sensei's commands are really something else. Wow. Well, that's one crisis averted at least. Ares reinforcements will arrive soon. Our objective is to buy time until then. We need to hold out until the Justice Task Force intervenes. Everything we've done will go to waste. I've already contacted Hasumi. She should respond soon. Good job. The Justice Task Force is still under the Tea Party's direct command, so this is the only way to get them to move from their post. Hasumi should have noticed that Nagisa has gone missing by now. You contacted Hasumi. Should speed things along. It's only a matter of time before the Justice Task Force confirms the situation. I just hope they arrive in time. Huh? Reinforcements. They're here already? How? This is more like an army than reinforcement unit. Half the satellite school roster must be here. They've sent this many reinforcements in Trinity territory? And still no sign of the Justice Task Force. Of course there isn't. You fucking bitch. You've been surrounded by the armed force that will replace them as Trinity's official army. So Mika wants Nagisa dead? I thought they were friends. Does that mean that she also had a hand in Saya being murdered? Mika's the big bad evil guy? Like, I know I suspected her, but... I was kind of just bullshitting. It's good to see you again, Sensei. As I was saying, the Justice Task Force won't be moving from their post. My orders. You noticed, didn't you? Just how empty the campus was this morning? I've removed every obstacle in my way, and given stand down orders to anyone and everyone under the Tea Party's command. I wouldn't want anyone to interfere with our assault on Nagi. Misono Mika of the Tea Party. That's me. Here I am, making a grand appearance as the mastermind behind everything. You can consider me to be the Trinity's true traitor. Won't you tell me where you've hid Nagi? I don't have much time. Or we can always eliminate all of you and search this place top to bottom the hard way. Yes, I need Why? Like, what is she? Is she power hungry? You want to know why I'm doing this, Sensei? Because I hate Gehenna. She's racist? I sincerely loathe Gehenna Academy from the depths of my heart. Then was your real objective to stop the Eden Treaty from being signed? That's why you're targeting Nagisa? Who are you again? Sorry, I've always been awful at remembering faces. Wait, I remember now. You're Uwara Hanako, right? The one who was kicked out of chapel for attending in a swimsuit? Well, to answer your question, that is correct. I mean, Nagi's Eden Treaty idea was completely ridiculous. Ludicrous. A peace treaty with those wretches? Just the thought of coexisting with them makes my skin crawl. And how long would that last? How many years? Weeks? No, days until we end with a knife in our back. God damn. I simply can't allow something like that to happen. For being such a paranoid girl, Nagi really is too naive. This isn't a fairy tale. There's no happy ending waiting at the beyond her treaty. It's about time she came to grips with the reality around us. So hand her over. I promise not to kill her. She may have to spend the rest of her life in confinement, but it won't be so bad. So the Eden Treaty was a peace treaty after all. Oh, that. Yes, I'm sorry for deceiving you, Sensei. That little conversation we had wasn't entirely truthful. Someone as ignorant and as naive as Nagi would never think to use the Eden Treaty to create a military alliance under her control. But not everything was a lie, Sensei. I was telling the truth about reconciling with Arius. See? They'd make rather loyal comrades for someone wanting to wage war against Gehenna. As I told you, Arius was once one of us, an academy that would have otherwise joined the Trinity Union. Of course, they hate Gehenna. They always have. Theirs is an academy held together by animosity. That's why I extended an olive branch to them, offered them the opportunity to stop a villain aiming to welcome Gehenna with open arms. That said, if the current host, Kirifuji Nagisa, has the Justice Task Force by her side now, then the next host, Misono Mika, will have Arius beside hers. What an offer, don't you think? Talk about making peace. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as the saying goes. That's why I've been secretly supporting Arius. You've been using Arius to stage a coup d'etat from the very beginning. I suppose you could refer to it as that. Nagi will be overthrown, and I will become the host of the tea party, yes? You have my gratitude, Asusa. We may as well be strangers, yet you're oh so special to me. I owe you such a debt. For taking the fall as the assailant who attacked Nagi. You'll be the scapegoat. We need someone to take responsibility because otherwise, how would the public rest until the perpetrator is brought to justice? See, I told y'all this. I said that there would be a scapegoat if Nagisa would be killed. I know it's a little unimaginative, but that can't really be helped. This is just the way the world works sometimes. You really did surprise me, though. I thought all of my planning was going to be thwarted when I first heard Nagi had been attacked. You forced my hand, and I had to come handle this personally. I wasn't expecting such a bold move from the Makeup Work Club. Well done! Yeah, you're a power megalomaniac? That's right. Oh, but don't be mistaken, Sensei. This isn't about seizing power for the sake of being powerful. Okay, well, at least there's that. Oh my god. Yeah, we can mark that sin off your list. The very extensive list. About murdering a fellow Tea Party member. I simply want to erase Gehenna from Kuvotos, that's all. Oh, she's not evil. She just wants to commit genocide. Wow. She truly is an angel. I'm gonna purge Trinity of all the Is that really the plural of moderators? Moderates? And idealists that agreed with Nagi, and fill their seats with leaders from Arius. This may very well be the start of a new alliance. We could even hold a new council to commemorate it. That wouldn't be such a bad move, would it? And then, the newly remade Trinity will declare all-out war on Gehenna. That's the plan. Shut the fuck up. Hey, don't scare me like that. I caught you monologuing. I've never heard you raise your voice like that. I guess you weren't a fan of my explanation, huh? That's fine. We can talk it over once I've taken care of the matter at hand. Okay, so she doesn't plan on killing me for some reason. That's an improvement? Be careful, Sensei. I can tell. She's strong. Thanks for noticing. See? Didn't I tell you last time, Sensei? I'm a lot tougher than I look. Alrighty, let's dispose of the makeup work first then. Said the makeup workforce. Close enough, whatever. I bet this is going to be another fight where we are forced to lose no matter what. Just like the last chapter, the last volume. Well, wrong person. Okay. I thought I was still had Kaoru.
ポジションを移動する。ちゃんと回復完了。受け止めてくださいね。回復完了。回復完了。ありがとうございます。ターゲット確認。
Okay, so
私の活躍のおかげよ。ペロロ様、お願いします。なんで持ってるのかって？
oh
うるさい。
oh yeah, it's what?
みんなの勝利です。
We didn't beat her though. Jeez. Now I get why blah, blah, blah. Now I get why all everyone ever talks about is Shale these days. Adults can be so meddlesome. What an unexpected turn of events. But that's alright. With Saiya and Nagi out of the way, I can finally start doing things how I want. And I would appreciate you not interfering further. More reinforcements will be here soon. Do you want to keep going? Mika, was it? You? Were you the one behind Saiya's attack? Huh? You don't have to look at me with such disdain, you know. But you're right, I was the one who orchestrated Saiya's attack. What other choice did I have? Saiya would prattle on every day about nonsense like paradise and whatnot. Destroying her halo wasn't part of the plan, though. Give me a little credit. I'm not a murderer. I was just going to keep her under lock and key until she graduated. But the raid team, the rascals they were, let things get out of hand and went a little too far. Isn't that right, Azusa? You were part of the raid team that killed Saiya, weren't you? Care to clear up that misunderstanding? It's all because of that little mishap that things had gotten out of hand like this. Get it? I can't turn back now because of that. Because of you. Azusa? She isn't serious, right? No, that's not what... Huh? A group of students are breaching from the outside. That's impossible. There shouldn't be any students left on campus who would dare oppose the Tea Party's orders. I can think of one. An independent organization that doesn't bow to the Tea Party or anyone else for that matter. Independent party. Abydos? Status report. They're coming from the cathedral. Oh, it's, the chapel, or whatever they're called. It's the Sisterhood. Oh, that's them. All right. She was actually on Banner recently. The leader. I don't know her name, but she was in the front. The Sisterhood? Uara Hanako? That's right. I did eventually decide to take someone up on their offer and made a pact of my own. A pact? Nothing you need to concern yourself with. Besides... May peace and comfort find you today. Apologies for barging in like this. We've decided to break our customs and involve ourselves with the Tea Party's internal struggle. Sakurako. Misano Mika of the Tea Party, you are under arrest for attempting and instigating harm to your fellow Tea Party members. You must be Utazumi, Sakurako of the Sisterhood. This is my first time fighting the Sisterhood. So this trump card you've had in your... What? So this is the trump card you've had up your sleeve? Just how did you manage to get them involved, Hanako? I knew you were acquainted with them at one point, just as you were with everyone. What did you offer in return, I wonder? These interlopers wouldn't lift a finger unless they stood something to gain from it. How intriguing, though I do find it annoying to have more pests to exterminate. Sounds to me like you're becoming restless, Mika. I plan to clean out the cathedral when I become host anyway. This just saves me some time. Alright, everyone. Shall we get started? Do you really intend to keep fighting? It's pointless, Miku. Put your weapon. Put down your weapon. Also, I called her Miku. That may be true, but I can't simply surrender. Not after coming this far. I'll stop at nothing. Wait till she stops moving. And place it behind her. I wonder how annoying it would be for a PvP team to be all taunters. How many taunters are there in the game? Like there's Tsubaki, right? And then there's Hifumi. Taunt is so annoying. Oh my god. Is this truly checkmate? Why? Why like this? The Sisterhood didn't flinch even after Saiya's death, yet they decided to be involved now? What a cruel joke. Did I miss something? Overlook an important detail? Or is it because I underestimated you, Hanako? No, Urawa Hanako is exceptional, but ultimately harmless. There was no need to account for her more than I did. Could it have been because of Azusa's betrayal? No, she was only just a puppet. Whether she stayed loyal or not wouldn't have affected the difference, the outcome. Perhaps Hifumi? No, she's just a normal girl. Kara's a fool, so there's no need to account for her. Then why? Why did I lose to something like the Makeup Work Club? Where did it all go wrong? Oh, I see. I overlooked the biggest variable of all. Involving Shale and Sensei was the cause of my own downfall. And it was kind of your fault, right? Weren't you the one who suggested that I come here in the first place? It was only meant to be a precautionary measure. Now he was making such a fuss about there being a traitor, I thought it'd be a good solution. That's when my fate was sealed. What a foolish mistake. I suppose this is where it ends for me. Mika, about Saiya. As I told you, the intent was never to kill Saiya. I may seem like a villain, but I'm not that evil. It was an accident. Saiya was weak to start off with, and Saiya's alive, Mika. What? We just made it look like she died. She was secretly taken from Trinity and put into a hiding as a precaution, since we couldn't find our assailant. Saiya isn't dead? Her wounds haven't completely healed yet. She remains unconscious, but the head of the Remedial Knights continues to look after her. Captain Mina? Yes, and the person who saved Saiya was probably Never mind. I think you should ask her yourself. See. So she's still alive. That's wonderful news. I surrender. You win. Congratulations, Makeup Work Club. Sensei, you've earned it. Now, do whatever you want with me. You understand what the consequences of the actions will be for you, don't you, Asusa? Of course. I hope you don't think Trinity will protect you. You'll be hunted down, no matter where you run. Forever. There will never be another peaceful night's sleep. There's no escaping Saori. You already know it too well as someone from Arius. Et omnia vantius. I know. Still. I struggle until the bitter end. Until I no longer can. Very well then. Mika. Stop right there, Sensei. Don't say another word. As I said, getting Shale involved was my greatest mistake. And yet, I'll be by your side if you ever need me to be. Can you say that made me truly happy? It really did. If I'd made different choices, then maybe we... No. Never mind. Goodbye, Sensei. That was... That was a roller coaster. I think I do like the writing for Mika. Well, at least the choice in words for her dialogue. Uh, Unlike a lot of characters, they seem to all, mostly, the majority, like 90% of the time, flowed together well. A lot of these other characters, they seem to have like needless words thrown into their dialogue that kind of shake up the flow in a bad way. But goddamn, Nika was the traitor. But we found out Sai is not dead. That's a good thing. And Nagisa might hold a grudge since we kidnapped her. And now we have Arius after us. I'm guessing Saori's the girl with the mask. Did they use her name? Or was Mika the first one who's actually said something? I wasn't really paying attention, I guess. But now, we're finally on the third exam. Is it finally over? I think so. Koharu? I nearly passed out there. I'm not surprised. We've been running around all night. Not to mention how late we've been staying up for the past week to study. What are you all so What are you all so relaxed for? It's not over yet. Huh? Oh, you're right. We still have to take our exam. I forgot about that. It's 7:50 right now. which means we have just over an hour to get to the testing site. Let's run. Wait, we'll make it all the way to the outskirts even if we run? Oh. Will we make it all the way to the outskirts even if we even run? Ooh. Excuse me. The long shot, but we won't know unless we try. Come on, ladies, let's get moving. But I can barely move my legs. Wait. Why do things always turn out like this for us? Can't go any further. We made it. We've been expecting you, Makeup Work Club. I have a message to you from Vice President Hasumi. She says, good luck. Well then. Hasumi wished me luck? She also asked me to pass along how sorry she is for not being able to help this morning, and promises to make it up to you. That's interesting. Everyone ready? This is it. The third and final exam. Exactly. Everything is riding on this. Right. Pretty nervous. We've been through so much together. That we have. There will be more than enough time to get sentimental after we pass the exam. Exactly. It's time to show how far we've come. Of course, I'm not aiming for anything below perfect score. Neither am I. Anything less would be wasting everything I've learned from Asusa. I think I'm reversing her Z and her S. I'm going to score 100. Just watch. Third evaluation exam begins now. 2, 32, 11, 72. 4, 33, 15, 68. 8, 56, 49, 64. 69, 73, 61, 75. Not applicable. 100, oh, 10. I hope not. 100, 94, 90, 93. 100, 91, 83, 89. 3rd evaluation exam results. Hanako, 100 pass. Azusa, 97 points, pass. Koharu, 91 points, pass. Hifumi, 94 points, pass. All Makeup Work Club members passed. Final one for the night. In the end, the Makeup Work Club passed their exam completely on their own merits. Now, Koharu can return to the Justice Task Force. Hanako seems to have found a place where she belongs, so she shouldn't have any reason to drop out of school. Azusa has taken to the joy of learning. And Hifumi, perhaps the most earnest and hardworking of the club, will be able to run a return to her normal life. Run from her normal life. Mika has been locked away, maybe to never be seen again. Nagisa's eating treaty will be signed as planned. You could say everything has been wrapped up neatly with a little bow. I was about to say nice little bow. But the story isn't over yet. You still have a responsibility to see through to the end. Rest assured, no matter how many twists and turns the story takes, it will inevitably descend into catastrophe. Do you see them on the horizon? There are dark clouds coming, dark enough to blot out the sun. They may never clear. not over yet. You know that better than anyone, don't you? Prepare yourselves. Uh-oh. Is it finally starting? It's gonna be painful, right? It's definitely gonna be painful. That's fine. Pain is proof that you are alive. Hime is saying something in sign language. What happened to her? You mean that one girl, Hime? What difference does it make? There's only a matter of time. That's enough. See those dark clouds? It's going to rain soon. Rain? But I don't like rain. It's wet and cold and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Is that a reference to Star Wars I Hate Sand? Struggle as much as you like, Azusa, but you can't escape. The truth is ingrained into your very being, and you will be reminded of it soon enough. It is the prophecy. All is in vain. Life is ultimately empty. That was a pretty damn good chapter. All the buildup from chapter 1 really paid off in chapter 2. But now I'm concerned because where's this gonna go after this? I mean, like, if we cheat, it says there's 2 more to go. We've got some doing to do. Man. That was really good. Can the other 2 chapters even live up to how good chapter 1 and 2 were? Or chapter 2 was. Chapter 1 was enjoyable, but it was kind of it was cozy. It was cozy. And then 2 had a really big build-up and then an amazing payoff. Where can chapter 3 go from here? I don't know. I guess that's just something we'll find out next time. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had a good time. I certainly did. So, thanks for showing up. You guys have a nice night. Peace.